What's up, everybody, and happy week one. I know, technically it's been week one since Thursday. Come on. Here it is, the first full day of football. I wish I could say commercial free, not anymore, but still, a full day of football. Week one is now really here, and we're ready to give you some advice that hopefully help you take home that first win of the season. And so, got questions, we got answers. You know what? The good thing is it's a full slate, no buys, very few injuries. So we'll talk about a couple of players that I know you're wondering about. And we're going to talk about all the matchups as well. So if you got questions, we got answers. Go ahead and hit us up right now. You know how this works. If you've been here before, you post your questions in the comments. We'll do as many as we possibly can in the next 3 hours up until kickoff. If you super chat, guarantee get that question posted online, and we will answer it live right here. And those will jump to the front of the line. Doesn't mean you have to, but yeah, that's the only way to absolutely guarantee that your question will be posted, because we're going to have a lot. It's week one. Now, there's another way to guarantee without a doubt that your question gets answered. But first, let me tell you, if you haven't tried Underdog, I keep saying this, try it now. If you're a new customer, you're signing up right now for the first time, you get a gimme pick. It doesn't even have to be a certain player on your rival team or player you don't like. It doesn't matter. Anybody who is available here and the games that you sign up for, you get a gimme pick. It's a free one. It's as free as it gets. You get a gimme, and you get that along with your play 5, get 50. New customers, once you sign up, you put $5 towards anything like a pick, you get $50 added to your account, and that's on top of what you already get. If you sign up for the first time on Underdog using code ENDGAME, you get a free special pick, and you get that gimme pick, then the play 5, get 50, and still up to $1,000 of bonus cash, depending on how much you deposit, but you got to use code ENDGAME when you check out. So I'd say right now, right here, it's the best time to possibly sign up for Underdog. If you haven't tried it yet, you can do pick'ems all season long. And don't forget, it's not just NFL, every sport possible. So try it out right now. Just make sure you use code ENDGAME. All right, but speaking of the questions, we know you got questions, and maybe you didn't make it in the live stream, or maybe as soon as the game starts, you have a lot more questions. We get it. That happens. You don't want to wait till tomorrow's live stream, whatever. At any time, you can use our app. If you're not aware, it's called Draft Lane. All right, so Draft Lane. It always does this. Why does it do that? There you go. So Draft Lane, not only do we have fantasy leagues, which we've drafted a lot of with you guys throughout the season, you can connect with us. Just go to the little conversation tab. And you know what? Let's do it, because we got questions lined up here already in the chat, but we got some questions on Draft Lane from, I think, last night. Let's do this. And by the way, is this still going on? The freebies? Are we still doing this? The
yes.
Points?
Yes.
Okay. Real quick. Talk about code ENDGAME. You do that on Underdog, and of course, you get all that free stuff. Well, right now on Draft Lane, if you go to the little settings wheel here, go promo code, guess what it is? You'll never guess what it is. And you apply that code, you get $10 credit here, points we call them, towards questions. So here we go. Nakua Matata, very nice.
I like that.
Use the points and is asking this question, so let's do it. Here we go.
All right.
Who should I start? Olave, Ridley, or Golden? He says he's leaning Olave.
That's a tough one. I mean, obviously Ridley, tough matchup against Surtain. Golden, I've talked about. I like Golden. I think Golden's gonna have a great year. But this year against that Lions, this week against that Lions secondary, tough first matchup there. He's leaning Olave. It's fine. Let's just go Olave, I guess. I don't have a strong feeling about any of these guys this week. So if he or she is leaning Olave, I guess I'll say Olave.
I actually think I would lean Olave anyways. We've talked enough about Ridley. Yes, the matchup is tough. Most weeks you'll start Ridley. Golden, there might be a lot of weeks where you just have Golden over Olave, but I don't think week one, to be somewhat fair, let's see if Juice is on today. To be fair, Spencer Rattler, his time that he got to be the quarterback at the end of last year, he didn't have Olave, right? Olave was out basically almost all season. He didn't have Rashid Shaheed. I'm not saying he's going to be a great quarterback. I'm just saying, you know what? Let's give Olave a shot.
Talking yourself into Spencer Rattler?
No, I'm convincing myself that Olave might be usable. That's what I'm convincing myself. No, but I think Olave is the play here anyway. So let's do this. So we got to type this in. We get customized feedback. Now, there's another way to do this. We'll show you real quick. Let's go Olave because Chris really believes. All right, no, I'm just kidding. Because the others have much tougher matchups. And target volume, I think, should be there. All right. Now, we have another one, and this is another thing that you can do if you don't want to type all that out. That's just a generic ask a question. We've got start sit here. Now, I noticed there's no question, but we don't need a question because it's start sit, and this is a user on Yahoo. Remember, you got Yahoo or Sleeper Leagues. It syncs with Draft Lane. It doesn't have to be a Draft Lane league, but it could be too. Go to your roster. And then here it is. So now we just got to check out the lineup. It looks pretty good. Well, except for the Pacheco part. Too late for that. Addison, I don't think we should start him. Scatterboo, no. Mooney, no. Ollie. Well, I mean, I don't see anything to change here. Do you?
Nope. I mean, yeah, Pacheco's in there, unfortunately, but I mean, they didn't really have a better option, I don't think. Maybe, Ramondre will probably outscore him, but by how much? So I think it looks good.
Yeah. But, for what it's worth, still would have, if this were my team, I would have started Pacheco over Ramondre. So it's not like would have changed anything here. No, there's nothing to change here. The bench is definitely not better than the starting lineup. So in this case, there's nothing much to say. All right, you're all set. Oh, I'm gonna try that again. All right, there you go. So just a reminder, you can use this at any time. Of course, the app is Draft Lane. We got a ton of leagues here. Too late to draft, of course, but don't forget we also have Connect with Experts. And no, it's not AI generated. It's us. It's just us. All right, let's get to the questions that you guys have on the chat here. So, reminder, we'll do as many as we can in the time that we have. I think we're good right now. Got a little bit less than 3 hours. Let's start with...
Are we going to do injury news?
Oh, injury news. Hold on. You're right. Not too many injuries today, thankfully. Let's talk about, Chris Godwin you saw, of course. Chris Godwin's going to be out for quite a while. Christian Kirk. Yeah, I know. Multiple weeks?
Yeah, it's probably going to be multiple weeks with that hamstring, unfortunately. Good look. In your deep league, if you're in a deep league, and you got a bench spot, you might want to stash Jalen Noel today and see what he does.
Yeah, unless he happens to have several catches, I don't anticipate putting Jalen Noel as a waiver wire pickup just yet, but crazier things have happened, and you never know. But Christian Kirk out, unfortunately, that hamstring right before the season started. I don't know why the injury report, like half of it's Dolphins, but this is the state of things. I'm not even kidding. So Darren Waller, you might be shocked to know, is not in peak physical condition. He is out for today. I guess we're rolling with Durham Smythe at tight end, assuming that's even who we still have. Jalen Wright also is week to week. You probably won't see him much anytime soon. So, look, Ollie Gordon, stash him. I don't think we should be starting Ollie Gordon.
No, I hope not.
Devon Achane is in, though. No worries. You're going to see a lot of Achane. He's good to go, as is Tyreek Hill. All eyes on Tyreek Hill, as somebody said last night. See exactly how he performs. Also out, not that you should have been starting Isaiah Likely, but he is not going to suit up. Now, we had a lot of questions about Christian McCaffrey, rightfully so. Now, Christian McCaffrey, he basically said, what I saw today is getting blown out of proportion. Like, just because it's me, because of my injuries, when a guy like me pops up the injury report, it's like a big deal. yeah, it's a big deal because you shouldn't be on the injury report before week 1. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but I also saw Ian Rappaport today reported that he went through walkthroughs, which you don't usually go through walkthroughs if you're not playing. So I feel, I mean, look, it's Christian McCaffrey. I can't feel 100% confident here, but I would say I feel 75% confident that he's playing today.
Oh, man. Well, look, I'll say this. He's walking through. Sounds like he's playing. He's playing it down, whatever. I think if you have Christian McCaffrey, you just have to play him. Right? You just put him in your lineup. You don't. Yep. You just do it. He was your first round pick, probably. So you just do it.
I mean, look, team started AJ Brown and Xavier Worthy.
Exactly.
Like, you're not going to, if Christian McCaffrey barely plays, you're not going to be the only one to get decimated this week.
Yeah, exactly. So
and there will be others.
CMC. Also, there was some question about Darnell Mooney. He's still questionable. I mean, do we still know anything?
I've not seen an update on Darnell Mooney yet. I will be watching the actives, inactives when they come in about an hour.
Yeah, I would think if you have Darnell Mooney, you should have already drafted him at a discount because he was injured already for the past couple of weeks. You shouldn't be starting Darnell Mooney. Like, there's no way I would start Darnell Mooney. And then in Green Bay, Jaden Reed, probably pretty much the same thing. You should have bought the dip if you drafted him, and if so, you shouldn't be counting him to start. But he's questionable, and Dontavian Wicks is also questionable, which just reinforces the fact that Romeo Doubs is going to score like 3 touchdowns. It's just going to happen. All right. And then the last thing, this popped up last minute. Kyler Murray is not on the injured list. Like, he doesn't have a designation, but they said for some reason we're compelled to tell us that he's got an illness, but he's still playing. Like, does this make you worry about Kyler Murray?
Yeah, I mean, I was already a little worried about Kyler Murray. I was like, well, but it's the Saints. But I mean, man, like how sick is he? Like, is he like, you know what I mean? Like, is he weak? Like, does he have no energy? Like, this matters. This matters.
It's not making me feel great. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He was like, "This are they just already like putting this out there in case he loses to the Saints?" I was like, nah.
Maybe.
Look, if you have a better alternative, I'm okay not starting Kyler Murray, but for what it's worth, he's playing. But just be warned. Okay, I think that's it. Unless something pops up while we're on here, and if something does break, we'll try to let you know, or you guys can let us know. Sometimes you guys are ahead of us. All right. I'm ready for the questions. Let's get to the questions. I'm getting ahead of myself. Bird Talk. What's up? Half PPR start 2. Ridley, Golden, Downs, Henderson, Sharp.
Oh, man. Don't want to. You know, we haven't got a lot of Josh Downs questions, but I might actually go Josh Downs here. They get a great matchup. They get a great matchup against the Colts. I mean, against the Dolphins. They get a great matchup against the Dolphins. He plays out of the slot. We know Danny Dimes can't throw the ball more than 10 yards. Like, he could be like Wan'Dale Robinson was last year, but with some actual juice. Like, with actual, like, potential to actually do something rather than just catch it and, like, fall down. So, I think I might actually, although it's half PPR, that knocks him down a little bit. But still, I mean, how much do I like these guys? I think if it's my team, I'm going Downs and Ridley. This is a tough first question, man. Jeez. I'll go Downs, Ridley, I think. Downs, Ridley. I almost kind of want to throw Henderson in and hope he rips off a big run, but might be asking a lot. Downs, Ridley.
Well, I'm surprised. You know, you were definitely higher on Golden than I was throughout the offseason, and I think you're still high on Golden. I mean, Jaden Reed, we know, is probably not good for much. And Wicks is on the injury report, too. You don't think Golden gets involved much here? I'm surprised you're not going Golden over Downs.
I mean, I have them all. I have them all as flexes this week, so it's like, it just comes down to who do I feel better about as a flex. That I just worry like the Lions have such a great defense, such a good secondary. It's his first start. I mean, I like to be a little risk averse with these rookies. We saw with Hampton, like Hampton got all the touches and it resulted in not very much in a tough matchup, right? In a tough matchup, it resulted in not very much. So I can't let because when I talk about players like draft season, I'm not just thinking about week one. I'm thinking about the whole year. I'm really thinking a lot about the end of the year. Like, how can they help your team when it matters most at the end of the year? I mean, Downs, Golden, Ridley, Henderson, I could start any two of those guys, honestly. But I think I'm just going to go Downs and Ridley. But I'm also kind of leaning Henderson just because it's the Raiders, and he's always got a chance. Like, if Henderson, catches a dump off and takes it 30 yards to the house, he might outscore everybody on this list just from doing that.
True. Yeah, it really makes it tougher. This is half, so you're like, maybe I can consider the running back. Man, yeah. This is a tough one for sure. I think between these options, I could still go Ridley and hope he does get a touchdown or does something. I mean, look, I'm not wanting to start Golden either. But do I go down? So let's do it. Ridley Henderson. There you go. All right. Let's do this. This was the first super chat. Byron was the first actual chat. This was almost about 10 hours ago last night. Byron wanted to make sure he was first in line. So there we go. Byron, we'll reward it. Byron Smith. This is also, this is this is one of those.
Did you guys
traded
trade
my
teams?
team. Yes, we team swap. This is what this is.
I like your team better. I like your team better. All right, give me your team. I'll give you my team. This is easy for the commissioner. He just swapped owners. I'll just have you manage his team. Okay, we're done.
Just change your team name and then we're good. I can't. I think you won this trade though. You got Neighbors and Puka and BTJ.
Yeah, you won this trade. I mean, you got Neighbors, Puka, and BTJ. You got 3 basically first round, early second round wide receivers. Yeah, you gave up a second round running back and 2 good. I mean, yeah, you definitely won this trade.
The only way you didn't win this trade is if it's dynasty because like Book and Hunter. But even then, you got BTJ and Neighbor. Like, I think you won this trade big time.
Yeah, I was going to say the only way I think you did win this trade is if it's non PPR.
Okay, maybe not.
Then PPR. You lost this trade.
Already has Bijan and Jalen Hurts. Yeah, you won. And then he says that a league mate, more trading because why wait? Wants to trade BTJ for Achane and Hunter back. BTJ for Achane and Hunter. Isn't this the same guy? Because you just traded BTJ and Hunter.
That's weird. Yeah, I would take Achane and Hunter for BTJ. I mean, Achane and BTJ very close for me, and now you just get Travis Hunter thrown in because why not? Do it.
Yeah. This must be a different league, but anyways, keep doing it. If you're gonna win these trades, keep doing them. All right, Jay, what's up? 1364. Starting Goff, have Stroud, or pick up Young. I don't think I would go Stroud.
No, not Stroud. It's between Goff and Bryce Young. I mean, Goff, tough matchup on the road in Green Bay. But he's so solid, right? I just feel like he's so solid. And he showed last year like he's not just like he showed some signs of not being home Goff only.
True.
I do like Bryce Young this week, but I think here I probably just stick with Goff because I just feel like Goff is just so solid, right? Like I don't have to stress with Goff. Like, oh man, is he gonna have a kill me type of week? I think I'm just still rolling with Goff here.
Yeah, I like Bryce Young this week. I think the only danger with Bryce Young potentially is that if they score, it's more on the ground. Chuba Hubbard and or field goals. I would go Goff. Goff is pretty close to, I can't say set and forget, but he's pretty solid every week. And then for waivers, I mean, Hollywood looks like a great waiver wire pickup. Just wait. I mean, there's no reason not to wait. We'll see. You don't know what's going to happen today. NTY, what is up? 10 team full PPR. Baker, Neighbors, Terry, Achane, Cook, Monty as a flex. Kraft at tight end. Monty or Aaron Jones or Jacoby Myers. This is full PPR.
Think of full PPR, I go Jacoby.
Yeah.
No, Christian Gonzalez out for the Patriots. Revenge game. Jacoby. Going Jacoby.
Yep. We like Jacoby this week. Full PPR. Give him the edge. And then what about non-PPR? The other John, Ridley or Hunter?
I think I just go Travis Hunter here. Again, Ridley in that tough matchup. Let's see what Travis Hunter can do in a great matchup playing mostly wide receiver today.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking for a touchdown, right? Who's got a better chance? Hunter could do it. I mean, they both could do it, but just let's not ignore the Surtain shadow. Shane O'Mac. Jalen Warren, Chris Olave, or Cedric Tillman at the flex, thinking needs a splash pick because Worthy did not splash.
Yeah, I think Tillman's the splash pick here, and I think Tillman's my pick anyways. Again, these guys are all in my like kind of flex range, where like I could flex them. I don't necessarily love Warren or Olave this week. I shouldn't say that. I don't love them. I do really like Tillman, so I'm going to go Tillman.
Looking for potential splash, it's Tillman. Yeah, I think Olave is startable, but yeah, give me Tillman, Flacco magic, as long as it lasts. Bandeezy. All right, never too early for a defense question. Or is it always too early for a defense question? Pittsburgh or Jets? I guess which one do you like in that matchup?
I'll take the Jets against Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they're both good. You know what? Scratch that. I'm going to take the Steelers against Fields because the Steelers are a better defense. Fields, despite his running ability, will take sacks. Could turn it over. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a statue, but I'm going to go Steelers because of the better defense.
I mean, TJ Watt, as far as we know, is healthy right now, right?
Yep.
For the time being. If TJ Watt's healthy, I think Steelers are usually the pick. So,
yeah.
One thing about Rodgers, yeah, of course, he'll take some sacks, but he knows how to throw it away. He won't throw too many interceptions. You know, that's usually his thing. I don't know if it'll be his thing this year, but such a bland offense there. You know, all they do is basically try to not turn it over. Let's go with the more upside there. And then at the flex, Ridley, Pearsall, Golden, Warren, Ford.
I think here man. Again, these guys are all, I mean, not Ford.
I mean, it doesn't say PPR, not PPR, but assume it is. Half at least.
I think I'll still give Pearsall the slight edge here.
Yeah.
This week.
I like it. Again, a lot of teams. It's like, how do you all have the same players? Oh, wait, we talked about all those players.
Exactly.
Really golden. Yeah, but I like Pearsall the best this week as well. Brandon Anthony. All right. Multiple leagues here. Pick 2. Ibuka, Jason, Harrison. Guess that's it.
You know, I've been saying Harrison because it's the Saints, but now I'm even more worried with Kyler Murray dealing with this illness. Like, just give me Ibuka, JSN. I feel good enough about them. I don't want to deal with the Harrison Murray. Yeah, just give me Ibuka, JSN. Although I think they're all good picks.
Yeah, I think the obvious one here is JSN. You start JSN. Yeah, Harrison. I liked Harrison this week. I thought he was going to be a smash pick, and then now it's like, come on, really? All right, so let's just go Ibuka. Warren or Pitts. Who, by the way, who is, just hypothetically, who's the backup quarterback for Arizona these days? I don't even know if I know. Is it like John Wolford or something?
Probably.
Like, you think they would have
maybe it's an upgrade. Maybe it's an upgrade for Harrison.
Not many backup quarterbacks that you can.
Jacoby Brissett.
He could get you by. All right, Warren or Pitts?
I'm going to go Pitts this week.
Let's go. Yeah, Pitts. That means you're a believer. You got to go Pitts. Pick 2, Ridley, Terry, Buka Golden.
Oh, man. Buka's like the one I feel the best about here. I'm not feeling good about Terry, but can I really put Golden or Ridley in over Terry? I don't think so. I'm going to go with Buka Terry.
Yeah, Terry not in a great spot, but it's not as bad as Ridley. And yeah, let's go Terry, Buka, and then flex Coleman, Charbonnet, or Pierce. Really?
Oh, man.
I think you got to be Coleman, right?
Yeah, take a chance on Coleman, I guess.
Got Damian Pierce. Let's wait and see how much he even touches the ball. All right, good luck, Brandon. And then AV43. How fast should drop Jaden Blue for Hollywood Brown, and how much fab?
Well, okay, here's the thing. So we heard today Ian Rappaport saying it was a shoulder dislocation, and they're hoping Worthy can play with a brace, which we've seen other wide receivers do that. It's certainly doable. If that's the case, it means he's probably only going to miss 2 to 3 weeks. And then Rice comes back week 7. So you're really only getting, this version of Hollywood Brown for maybe a few games. That being said, I mean, Jadon Blue, a healthy scratch. I've got to believe Jadon Blue is going to be active next week after Miles Sanders' performance this week. That they're going to be like, okay, let's give the Rook a shot. Yeah. So I'm not like super like, oh, I got to drop him for Hollywood Brown, but definitely drop him for Hollywood Brown. As far as a fab, I don't want to go crazy with Hollywood because, again, at a minimum, we know Rice is back week 7, and when Rice is back, he's going to be the wide receiver 1, not Hollywood. So I would say, I mean, how badly do you need Hollywood for the next potential, 3 to 5 weeks? Hopefully not that bad. Hopefully it's not like, oh my gosh, I really need Hollywood to save my team. 15 to 20% of my fab.
Okay. I thought you were going to go closer to 10. Yeah, I would say like 10 to 12, but this depends, of course, on the depth of your team and all that.
Well, the problem is what I've learned over the years is
week 1.
Week 1, people love to spend their fab. Like, oh, yeah. It's like people cannot, and this is almost true of life, right? People cannot think like if you ask somebody, hey, what are your plans for the next 5 years? They're like, what are you talking about? What are your plans for tomorrow? Oh, yeah, do this, right? Like, this is how humans think. So people think like, oh, this is it. Like, this is it. This is, got to pick up these guys right now. So if you drop 10%, you're probably not going to get Hollywood, to be honest. So.
Which I'm glad you asked. You're like, how bad would Quentin Johnson be as a consolation prize? Because you might get outbid for Hollywood, and if you do, it's fine. It's not a big deal. So just real quick, 2 things. Got to move on. Hollywood, I think will still have value even when Rice comes back because we liked Hollywood quite a bit. He's still going to be involved as like the number 2, maybe 3 receiver. There's still value there, and so I don't mind having Hollywood. I drafted a lot of Hollywood, and then Quentin Johnston. I don't think you need to chase touchdowns because this offense, I said this last night, it seems to be that they have a lot of weapons now. They're going to spread the ball around. Quentin Johnston will be a bye week fill-in. I don't know if I would drop Jaden Blue for him. I think Blue might be more valuable. All right. Short season. Are we going Loveland, his first game, or would you go Henry, Auden, or Strange?
I'd probably still go Henry for that touchdown upside, but not if I have to drop Loveland. Like if you have to drop Loveland, because Loveland's a guy that if Loveland does have a nice game, right, he's a rookie, people are going to rush out to grab him. You might not get him back. But if you can hold on to Loveland and just pick up Henry, then sure, go with Henry. I think he's got a better chance to score. But if I have to drop Loveland, I'll just roll with Loveland.
He's a guy. I'm really interested to see how he's used, if he's used in week 1, because I think that'll determine his short-term value. I don't expect a whole lot, but like you said, if he is at least targeted a few times, okay, there's some value here. Like with Tyler Warren, we already know they're going to involve him early and often, right? They're just going to.
Yeah.
But Loveland, I don't know. I really don't know because they actually have a decent option in Cole Kmet already. I like Strange a lot. I just don't know if, like you said, am I going to drop Loveland just for Strange for 1 week? And then Henry actually has the best matchup. So there you go. Lex Dad. Good morning. All right, let's see. Risk CMC doing nothing or Jones or Monty. Well, I think you got to start CMC.
You got to start CMC. And the nice thing here is Aaron Jones plays on Monday night. So worst case, if CMC, if they pull a last minute Shanahanigans and say like, no, he's out, Aaron Jones isn't the worst option here.
No, I mean, at least you do. I guess this is what makes it tough, right? You're like, I have, pretty good options here. You're like, I'm not rolling out, Isaac Garendo instead or something. Not that Garendo couldn't be good, but you know what I mean. I think you start CMC, but I guess keep an eye for the next 2 hours on the injury report. Flex Pearsall or one of those running backs.
It's PPR. I mean, Monty might be your safer option, but we don't want safe, right? Let's go Pearsall.
No, forget safe. Let's go Pearsall. Running backs. Okay, flex, different league. Pollard, Myers, Rome, Jennings, or Ford.
I think here I go. I mean, I do like Jacoby. I'm seeing some potential. I know we usually don't care about the weather. But it's saying he'll absolutely pour pregame, but by game time, we're likely just dealing with off and on light to moderate rain. Still, the combination of heavy rain pregame soaking the field and still ongoing rain during the game should lead to slick conditions all game. I don't want to drop Jacoby down too much, but I probably like Rome Odunze enough maybe to put Rome over Myers in this case.
That's fair. I'm huge on Rome just this season in general. So let's go Rome over Myers. One thing I'll say, at least Geno Smith, he's used to playing in rain from Seattle.
And not only that, I mean, Jacoby's not a guy who lives off deep vertical shots. So right. I think Jacoby will probably still be fine.
Yeah, still like Jacoby, but I'll go Rome instead. All right, and yes, let's have a great season. Appreciate you being back here. Lex Dad, same thing with Jackson Boz. Welcome back. Start 3, McLaurin, Odunze, Garrett Wilson, Myers, and JMO. Don't make it easy or anything.
Wow. I'm going to go Jameson, who just got paid. I'm going to go Garrett Wilson. And again, do I have the stones to bench Terry? You know what? I think I might.
If you have this group, you can. It's pretty easy. I mean, not easy.
I'm going to go, and then again, I'm going to go Odunze again for the reasons I just said. So Jameson, Wilson, Odunze.
There you go. Let's do it. And some people are like, wait, what? You're benching Terry. You talked about this last night. I know you kind of mentioned it on the start sit in case people didn't catch it. He didn't have great games against the Giants last year, but also this is due to the single high coverage that he's going to see.
Yeah, so last year Giants played the third most single high. They got the same defense coordinator, so they're going to probably play a ton of single high again. He was actually worse in terms of targets per route run versus single high than two high, which is weird because usually it's the opposite for most wide receivers. And then look at the 2 games against the Giants last year. 6 catches, 22 yards, 2 catches, 19 yards. His 2 worst games easily. Coming off a limited camp, I just feel like there's a lot of risk for Terry this week. Terry will be fine this year, but this week is a lot of risk.
Right. Also, the fact, like you mentioned, limited camp, right? He did the holdout thing for a little while. Okay, that shouldn't bother me as a vet. Also, how much are they going to need to throw it against the Giants? Just saying. All right. Phil Ciortino, who's the flex? DK, Pittman, Ridley, Jordan Mason. Look, I know we don't love DK, but in this group, I think it might have to be DK.
In this group, it sadly has to be DK.
Yeah. I mean, I think at least most weeks you'll go Ridley. I'm hoping every week from now on it's Ridley, but let's go DK.
It will be.
There
I think
he
it will be.
is. Knew he was on here. What's up, Juice? Not a Saints question. Well, here's the easy one. Unfortunately, the answer is Jonnu Smith because Darren Waller.
I might still play Darren Waller, though. We'll see. Just at least I know I'm getting the 0. Like, no expectations. Like, no, I will not be disappointed at the end of the day.
Come on. Jonnu slanders it's too far. And not that I love the Steelers, but come on. Jonnu league winner, Jonnu Smith. Come on. That was last year, by the way. Last year's league winner. Yes, we're ready for a championship season. Hope everyone's ready. Remember, we're doing the super chats first. We're still catching up, so don't worry. We'll get there. I was gonna say 3 hours. I wish I could say like when we start 3 hours of commercial-free fantasy football advice. Apparently, they show ads. YouTube showing ads during the middle of our streams. I don't know about that, but sorry. Like we don't push the ad button though. That's not us.
No, we do not push the ad button.
Jesus Alcazar in half PPR going RJ Harvey or Garrett Wilson at the flex.
I'm going Garrett Wilson again. I'm typically a little risk averse with the rookies making their first starts. I know we hyped them up again. Going to use Hampton as the prime example, right? Hampton, I have him up, and then he goes out there and just has a whatever game. Like even last year, like Neighbors didn't have a great first game. Marvin Harrison didn't have a great first game. BTJ was okay. He had like 4 catches. He scored. Like, rookies don't always just come out week 1 and just dominate the NFL. And I actually like Garrett Wilson this week. I talked about this as well. The Steelers ran the most single high and the most cover 3 last year. He was much better against single high and cover 3 last year. And who else is getting targets here?
Right. I think that's why, we were pretty big on Garrett Wilson all season. I mean, legitimately, who else is Justin Fields going to look to? And I mean, it's Garrett Wilson. Yeah, I love Harvey this season. It's going to take time. So let's start Wilson. Ben Peterson, half PPR. Igbuka, Monty, or Dobbins, who, well, on the flip side, expect to be pretty involved this week, but
right.
I don't know.
No, I can't put Dobbins over those guys. I think I'm still going to go Igbuka here, even in half PPR. I think it makes it a little closer between him and Monty. Monty, probably your safer bet. Like maybe your opponent had A.J. Brown and Xavier Worthy and Dak Prescott or something like that. And you're like, okay, I just don't want to have a guy who absolutely bombs. But I don't think Igbuka's going to bomb. I think he'll be good enough.
Yeah, go Igbuka here. Even in half. In half, it does make it closer. Monty's fine. Nothing wrong with it, but upside wins. Poor boy Sin. Debo or Pearsall. So if McLaurin struggles because they, just know how to match up against him, does that help Debo? Do you think they try to get Debo going in his first game?
I do think so. I talked about it even on the wide receiver video. I said, hey, I think this could be like I didn't call Debo a solid start, I don't think. I think I called him flex. Because I said, hey, I think we could see more Debo this week. Start him over Pearsall, though. With Jennings healthy, CMC healthy, Kittle healthy, I might take a shot on Debo this week. I mean, it's the Giants. I think Debo might have one of those haha, you were wrong for not drafting Debo weeks. And then people forget that there's still 16 weeks of the season left. Because week 1 is all that matters. Like last year, people tweeting out Derrick Henry looks terrible after week 1.
And Isaiah Likely, league winner.
Isaiah Likely's better than Andrews. All that stuff.
Yeah, I could see that. I think Debo will be pretty good. He should be fresh. I can't put him over Pearsall personally. I think Pearsall will be involved enough. So this could be close. I'll give the edge to Pearsall. You're going Debo.
Yeah.
All right. Poor boy. I don't know if that helps, but there you go. Do a couple of non-super chats here as we catch up. Let's do a quick one. I think this is actually an interesting question. Brandon B. What is your favorite matchup per fantasy today? Where do you think the most fantasy goodness? That's not always the game that has the highest score, but just in terms of fantasy relevant players.
Oh, we're talking about like individual matchup or like team matchups? If we're talking about team, it's Carolina Jacksonville.
Yeah, I assume team.
If we're talking about teams, Carolina Jacksonville. Two bad defenses. Plenty of good fantasy options on both sides. That would be my favorite.
Yeah, I like that one. I think Bengals Browns because again, I'm assuming the Bengals are going to put up points. I mean, every player that you have drafted, but the Browns, this is their week. There may not be many, but this is a week where those guys, you're like, I don't know. I think you roll them out. Okay, what about Goku second channel? Jamu or Hunter?
Jameson. I like Jameson. They just paid him. Let's go Jameson.
Yeah, definitely go Jameson here. Mr. E really wants to know J.K. Dobbins or Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. I mean, Dobbins is fine. Let's shoot for some upside.
Yeah, Wilson here. All right, I'm another Dobbins one. Moja Sam, Brees or Dobbins?
I still got to go Brees here. I mean, I know we're worried a little bit about Braylon Allen, but Brees will catch some passes. He's got that big play ability. I still go Brees here.
Yeah, let's go Brees. This one is a little closer, but let's go Brees. How about some quarterback questions? Arturist, Nix or McCarthy in his first start?
Nix, definitely Nix.
Yeah, definitely go Nix here. And then that Manipacone, Tua or Stroud?
I like Tua against Colts.
Tua's got the better matchup. Also, it doesn't help that Stroud now has lost one of his top receivers in Christian Kirk. So, and there, we'll see. Let's go Tua. All right, back to super chats. Nick K, Pearsall or Swift?
Man, you guys got tough questions today. I guess. I mean, it's good. Yeah. I like Swift, but I mean, it is a tough matchup against the Vikings. Doesn't say scoring here. I assume PPR. I think I'll give the slight edge to Pearsall, but man, I like Swift this week. But I'll go Pearsall in PPR.
I think this one's tougher for me than, like, let's say Pearsall Monty, because we know Swift is going to be involved as a receiver, right? He's going to catch some passes in this offense. He just is. And I feel like he's just got more upside. He's the featured runner. Monty's not. Monty's the 1B or whatever you want to call him, you know? So I like Swift better than Monty, but I'm still going Pearsall if this is full PPR. Alexis Aguilar, Swift or Tet?
Well, this one's definitely Tet for me. I know I just got done talking about like I'm a little with the rookies, but this is such a good spot for Tet. I'm like, I might be too high on Tet this week. Maybe I'm breaking my rookie rule when I shouldn't, but man, this is such a good spot against the Jags. He just matches up great against them. I'm going Tet.
Yeah, I mean, already busted. You need some upside. Tet's going to give you upside. And it's different too. Like you said, they drafted him to be the guy, to be that number one guy that they didn't have last year. And Coker's hurt. Yeah, we could see it right away with Tet. You know, it's not a short thing with a guy like Golden or somebody else. All right, Johnny 22 Bear, CMC or Swift?
Well, the nice thing here, Johnny Bear, is Swift plays Monday night, so you don't have to stretch. It's like some people might have like, you know, CMC or insert running back that plays in the early slate, and you can't wait. You can wait. If CMC plays, you play CMC.
Yeah,
I mean that's it. You play CMC.
If he's out there, you play CMC. Like we said at the very beginning. Second league, pick 2. What? Henry, Genty, Jacobs, Pollard, Hubbard?
Okay, had this question on the stream yesterday before you got on. I was like, how can – but he didn't mention Henry. He just said Genty, Jacobs, Pollard. But he didn't even mention Chuba either. Like, this is ridiculous. I said Henry, Jacob. Well, I said he said pick one between Genty, Jacobs, Pollard. I said Jacobs just because it's like,
you know what you're getting.
Yeah, you know what you're getting here. Like, there's no, when you have guys like this, there's no reason to put Genty, the rookie, in and be like, oh, you know, he had a Hampton game. Like, we know Jacobs is great. Jacobs has been proven many years in the NFL. We know he's the work. We have nothing to worry about here with Jacobs. Just go Henry Jacobs. We don't need to get cute in week 1. It's week 1. We don't need to get cute.
Right. Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks, the receivers are banged up. Golden is first start. They're going to lean on Jacobs. They're going to, as long as they can afford to, at least.
I mean, you need to make a trade here. Get a wide receiver or something. I mean, because you're going to have Chuba probably going off on your bench.
Yeah, and Pollard. I mean, yeah. Let's make a trade here. All right, what about JR Fuentes? Re-up the membership. Appreciate you, JR. And let's do the question, which is who to start. Needs 2, Ibuka, Monty, Diggs, or Brees.
Oh, man.
Huh. That's tricky.
Yes, it is.
By the way, it's a good time. Just a reminder, sorry, real quick in the chats. It does help, especially if you're throwing in flex questions like this, running back, receiver. Let us know if it's full PPR, half PPR, because that could make a difference, or non PPR. Hopefully not.
It definitely could make a difference. I'm gonna just assume PPR here. I think I'm going to Buka, Brees. I mean, I do like Diggs, but maybe the weather's a little bit of an issue coming off the ACL there. Monty's fine. I'm going to go with Buka, Brees. But, man, this is tough. This one's tough. These guys are all, like, lumped together for me.
Exactly. Yeah, I think you can eliminate, because they're all pretty close, just eliminate any potential risk with Diggs. But, yeah. Let's see. Brees is another one of those players. Really interested to see what he does today. Jordan Dumas. All right, here's the lineup, and then the bench. Wants to know if there's any switches here. I mean, too bad you can't do a retroactive swap there with Javonte. But other than that, I don't see how you could change anything. Coleman for DK or Diggs?
Nah.
The weather. The Diggs, you mentioned the Patriots and Raiders game. Is there bad weather for Steelers Jets?
It says back edge of a line of rain that is slowly clearing through the day. I think they'll likely see at least some sprinkles and showers. As of now, it doesn't look like a total washout. Again, I'm not worried about a little rain. These guys can play in rain. They've played in rain many times. We've had many, many weeks on the stream where people are like, oh my gosh, that game is going to be terrible. And then it doesn't even rain. Like nothing even happens. I know the Thursday night game, we did have that lightning delay. I do think that lightning delay impacted the game because the teams came out and were very sluggish after that. I mean, sitting there for an hour doing nothing is a long break. But there was no rain during the game. Like there was literally not a drop of rain during the game that I saw. Like it never started raining. So 9 times out of 10, these weather games are very overblown.
And for that game, I don't think it really changes much. These teams aren't airing it out anyways. This is going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to be a game where they're both wanting to run, and so, I don't love DK, but I don't love Coleman more. That's for sure. All right, Stuart Meacham, pick 2.5. Thank you. Wilson, McMillan, Pearsall.
I'm going Wilson and Tet. Yep.
Here's a case where I can say no to Pearsall, go the first 2 clear number 1 receivers for their team. All right, what about Jacob Garcia, pick 2, Ibuka, Devontae, or Sutton?
Man, I think Sutton's the one I feel the best about. I might get crazy and go Ibuka over Adams. Again, I've talked about this is such a good Texans secondary. He got almost no time with Stafford this year. I know they're vets. They'll figure it out. But he got almost no time with Stafford this year because Stafford didn't start practicing until like a week ago. Yeah, I might regret this at the end of the day. I'm going Ibuka and Sutton.
Well, and one thing I think maybe underestimated during draft season too. I mean, he's competing with Puka. Okay, I'm not worried about that because he was competing with Garrett Wilson last year. That's a pretty good receiver too. They also have a pretty good running back there in Kyron Williams. They're trying to establish the run to take some load off of Stafford if they can. But I also know you like that Texans defense a lot. So let's just eliminate those risk factors. Puka and Sutton. Ruben Carrion. All right. So with Kyler's illness, swap him out for Fields.
The problem is Fields has to face the Steelers, so you can't love that. I mean, I saw a video of Kyler walking through the tunnel. He looked terrible.
He did.
I mean, like he's not like limp, but I mean, he looks like a guy who's not feeling great. But at the same time, I mean, how good do I feel about Fields against the Steelers? Is T-Law available? Can you pick up T-Law?
I was going to say, is this the case where you're just like, you know what? Just forget it. Let me go all the waiver wire. Go Bryce Young, T-Law, or Flacco. Or maybe not Flacco.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm still going Kyler here just because it's the Saints.
Oh, Kyler. All right. There we go. Yeah, I don't feel great about Fields this week. I mean, tough defense. Don't know if that chemistry is there yet between him and the receivers. So, don't love either option. Feel the vibe. What's up? What hurts more? All right, just wanting to get some reaction here. AJB or Xavier Worthy?
Well, Worthy's got to hurt more because at least AJ Brown, it's like, okay, he had a bad game, but at least I'll have AJ Brown again next week and the week after and the week after. I mean, Xavier Worthy getting hurt on like the third snap by his own player, that hurts way more.
Definitely hurt him. I'll tell you what's going to hurt more next week, though. At least with Worthy, like, okay, well, I'm not playing him. He'll sit on my bench a couple weeks. It's going to hurt more if you have AJ Brown in your starting lineup next week and he does the same thing. That's going to hurt more.
Well, yeah, then that'll hurt.
I don't know. You got to monitor. That's what worries me is if he's hurt and they're just not saying, that's the concern. We know Worthy's hurt. We don't know what's up with AJB. C. Hibbs. Aaron Jones or Calvin Ridley? It's full PPR.
Yeah, I think I just go Aaron Jones here. Again, I have these guys both as flexes. I'm not really buying into the he destroys Chicago narrative because that was back with Green Bay. Did he destroy Chicago last year with the Vikings? He might have. I don't remember. They played twice. I can't imagine he destroyed them twice. But I just, Ridley's just, it's as tough a spot as it could be for Ridley this week. And he's got a rookie quarterback making his first NFL start on the road. Just give me Aaron Jones.
Well, just last year with the Vikings, Aaron Jones, first game against the Bears, 106 yards and a touchdown on the ground, plus 23 yards in the air. Next game, 86 yards and a touchdown with 20 yards.
Dude, I guess he does own Chicago. That's weird. That's weird. It's crazy.
I'm going Aaron Jones. There you go. Just one of those things. Joe Buttafuoco. All right. Should I start Travis Hunter or Debo?
Yeah, I would probably go Debo here. I'm not completely out on Travis Hunter this week, and I do like the matchup, of course. But I think with all the stuff I said about Terry earlier, I think Debo will be good enough this week. I'm going to go Debo.
Yeah, and having BTJ and Hunter will be a good thing most weeks, and it's not a bad matchup. But this week, go Debo. How about this one? You can like both these guys pretty. Sorry, I'm intentionally putting a non-super chat. That's a tough question because I think this is an interesting one. Stephen Parks, he's stumped. Wilson or T-Mac?
I didn't do it on the start sit wide receiver tier. If you remember, Steven, hopefully you watched that video. If you didn't, I'm gonna ask you why you didn't. Hopefully you did. When we talked about McMillan, I said, man, I really want to put him in the strong tier. But I have to be like somewhat reasonable here. I'll put him solid, but I've moved him to the strong tier. I don't care. I've moved him up. I still have Garrett Wilson in my solid tier, so I'm going to say Ted this week.
Much tougher matchup. much tougher matchup for Wilson. So not terribly tough, but definitely compared to T-Mac. All right. It's been long enough. It's time for the Libertarian Sasquatch. Everyone's favorite. At least it's my favorite. I know that. Murray is sick. We sitting Harrison for either Pearsall or Hunter.
Yeah, I probably am. I probably am now. Probably
Pearsall?
just give me Pearsall.
You know, when I was expressing concerns about Murray specifically and Harrison because of Murray, I didn't think it would start week one with stuff like this, but here we are. Yeah, I'll just go Pearsall, eliminate your risk here. And speaking of Jacksonville receivers, Duval Dan, Jamo Igbuka.
I mean, I like both these guys this week, but I got to go Jameson Williams here again. A proven, I guess, vet. Guess he's a vet now. In a good offense, always got that big play upside. I'm going Jameson.
Yeah, going Jameson here as well. Stuart Meacham. Okay, we'll rewind here. Forgot that he had Ridley. How could you forget Ridley? I don't know if we're picking Ridley though. We got Ridley.
Yeah, Ridley
Pearsall,
doesn't. Nah, I'm still going Wilson Tet.
Yeah, exactly. Nick Walker, DK or Pearsall?
I'll go Pearsall here. Well, I'll go Pearsall. They're both flexes for me, so Pearsall.
Going Pearsall as well. Let's see. Catch up. Keep in mind, guys, we're not just doing super chats, but we do have a lot lined up here, so gotta do those first. Jason, Higinio, Myers, Tet, Lauren. I think you're all in on Tet.
Oh, I already said I got Tet in my strong tier. Let's do it. Myers, your safer option here. And somehow I think Terry is third out of this group for me this week.
I know. That's crazy. But the fact I'm looking at these are your flex options, this has got to be a pretty shallow league, or you just drafted a monster. I don't know. All right. So we're going with Tet this week. How about Juan Pablo Cabrera? Why is this not clicking for me? Hold on. There we go. Sutton or Igbuka needs a boom. Does that make you lean towards Igbuka?
No, I don't. I think I still go Sutton here. I mean, there's no guarantee the rookie booms this week. Sutton's got plenty of touchdown upside. He's basically all they have. We still don't know about L'Jarius Sneed. We'll know in about 20 minutes here. But, I mean, the fact that he's questionable, maybe he's a little banged up, I think I still just go Sutton here.
All right. Sutton it is. I mean, yeah, there's no guarantee. We don't know what Igbuka's going to do. You got to feel good about him. But, yeah, a big game, like a huge monster game in week one, might be asking a lot. Go Sutton. Right. How about this? This caught my eye because this may be the first and last time we get a Nick Westbrook-Akine reference. Solace apparently already has Nick Westbrook-Akine. Drop him for Tillman.
Yeah. Who has? Wow, Solace, you got to. What is Nick Westbrook-Akine's roster percentage? Like 1%? Because of you?
And as soon as he drops him, it's going to be down to 0.1%.
0?
Yeah, do this. Creighton Life. Hunter or Jamo. I feel like we just had this. Going Jamo.
Yeah, Jameson.
Ooh, this is interesting. Well, okay. Miranda Natera. Interesting. Okay, has CMC, got B-Rob on waivers to back him up, but needs a spot for the dreaded DST. So if CMC is good to go, do you drop B-Rob or keep B-Rob and drop Mason or Harvey? I don't want to drop any of them.
What? Are Are the Bears or Vikings defense available on waivers? Because if so, I might just wait and see if I need one of those defenses tomorrow.
That's a good point.
I mean, you don't want to drop B-Rob right now because what if CMC leaves the game, or what if like B-Rob's more involved? But you don't want to drop Mason or Harvey.
No. Is there a receiver you could drop? Or
I mean, what? If I had, like, if you had to right now, like if the Bears and Vikings aren't available, and I assume you don't want to start the Ravens or Bills, I guess I would drop Mason because I definitely don't want to drop Harvey. And if I got CMC, I definitely don't want to drop B-Rob. But I really don't want to drop any.
Yeah, I'd say if this is a team, we don't know your whole roster, Mananda, but I mean, if you got a backup tight end, you can drop them first. Maybe you got a backup quarterback you don't need, drop them first. You absolutely have to pick one of these. I would pick Mason, but don't really want to. M&M 17 in half. Golden or Myers? Am I still leaning Myers?
Yeah, still leaning Myers here.
Swift or Pollard?
Okay, Swift or Pollard is tough for me. Both in tough matchups. Both probably going to get the carries. But Swift in what should be the better offense this week. I'm going to say Swift slightly over Pollard.
Yeah, this one's close, but I think the upside goes to Swift as well. All right. Jay wants to know best upside for the season, Kincaid or Strange?
Well, I still like, I'm going Kincaid because I think Kincaid has the better path to potential upside. I mean, we're talking about an offense where we got a banged up Khalil Shakir, second year Keon Coleman, Josh Palmer. I think I saw Curtis Samuel is still there. Like,
don't forget Elijah Moore.
Like you see where I'm going with this, right? This is not a loaded wide receiver room. Like somehow the Bills have taken Josh Allen's prime and done this with it.
Well,
I mean, they did pair him with Diggs for a few years, at least I guess. But I mean, like, come on, this is the best we've done since Stephon Diggs. We can't go out there and get one of these stud wide receivers for Josh Allen. So I think Kincaid has more potential upside.
So funny, but I think for the exact same reason, I'm not going Kincaid because they had Diggs, right? And they got rid of Diggs. I think the intention here, what they want to do, and they've been doing, is spread the ball around. So exactly what you said, they got 5-6 different receivers. Kincaid is there. Dawson Knox is irritatingly on the field a lot. He doesn't get a lot of targets, but he's on the field, and he still gets some targets. They want to spread the ball around. I don't feel like no matter what, I don't feel Kincaid is ever going to really kind of be featured in this offense. I'm not saying Strange will be, but the depth behind, let's say, BTJ and Hunter isn't great either. There's no depth behind him at tight end. Like I said, the tight end 2, tight end 3, if I remember, because I talked about this last week or something. They have Johnny Munt and who's the other guy? Hunter Long.
Hunter Long. Yep.
I feel like Strange could be almost like Evan Ingram was a couple of years ago. Okay, I think he's going to get that many targets, So I like Strange still. I'll go Strange here. Jared wants to know Garrett Wilson or Travis Hunter at the flex or Harvey.
Garrett Wilson for me. I like Garrett Wilson this week.
I love this question. I think you already know the answer based on the way you asked it. Lindsay, is Quentin Johnston a trap?
I don't know if he's a trap. Like there's gonna be opportunity here for Quentin Johnston on a weekly basis. But Quentin Johnston is not going to score 2 touchdowns every week. I mean, insert any player in the NFL, no matter how good they are, name here, they're not going to score 2 touchdowns every week. Like, I hope everybody understands this. Like, I hope I don't need to drive this point home. So on the weeks where he doesn't score any touchdowns, yeah, you're probably going to be like, maybe I should have started Quentin Johnston this week. But he's always going to have a chance to score a touchdown in this offense. So it's like, He's always going to hover on that line of like flexible with upside, but also risk, like a boom bust flex.
Quentin Johnston is exactly the type of player you take late in best ball because of this. And it's funny because late, as soon as Keenan Allen signed, nobody wanted anything to do with Quentin Johnston, right? They're like, okay, we can't draft him anymore. And they got Trey Harris. I still took him a couple of times. Funny, people forget, I'm sure. Last year, it wasn't week 1, but week 2. Last year, Quentin Johnston scored 2 touchdowns. He did this already. And people, remember, picked him up and then dropped him midseason because he's Quentin Johnston. He'll have moments. He's not a trap because he will still have some good games, but there's no way you should roll him out on a weekly basis. So yeah, he's one of these guys. Let me see. Let's go down the list. Romeo Dobbs. Well, I know my Romeo Dobbs is always the first one we think of, right? MVS. Marvin Mims.
I mean, MVS is just basically a trap.
Yeah. Well, okay. That might be true. Anyways, kind of a trap. It's a trap if you expect anything close to this consistently.
Right.
Nuck. Need to flex. Has Debo, Hubbard, or Diggs?
I'm going Chuba here. It's a great matchup against the Jags. He's going to get pretty much all the touches. He should have no problem in this game. Chuba.
Even in full PPR, agree. Chuba should feast today. Big dog pound. 1 running back and 2 flex. Walker, Jones, Tracy, Warren, Pearsall, Sharps, Samson. Well, we can eliminate those last 2.
Well, I think you got to go Walker at running back. Pearsall is going to be one of my flexes. And then, you know what? Let's do it. Aaron Jones against the Bears. Let's do it. Because I don't really feel great about Tracy or Warren or Sharps. So, no. Walker, Pearsall, Aaron Jones.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Walker, Jones, Pearsall. There you go. Good luck. Michael Marowitz needs 2. Wilson, Pearsall, J-Mo. Oh, I guess I'll probably sit Pearsall.
Yeah, I think here we're sitting Pearsall.
Hold Sharp, Caleb, Benson. Are you asking just in general for all of them or just one or what?
I mean, I would hold all of them. If I could only hold one, it would be Charbonnet. Because if something happens to Kenneth Walker, I really want Charbonnet on my team.
Yeah. Yeah, all are worth holding for the exact same reason, basically. I hate to say it, but I almost think if you have to get rid of one, I wonder if Caleb Johnson's the one you get rid of first. He seems to have the least upside at the moment.
I agree.
You know what? That's appropriate time to put up. Fantasy football is PPR needs 1. J-Mo, Moore, or Terry.
Ooh, well, this is close for me between Jameson and DJ Moore.
Yeah. Bag boost? Question mark. J-Mo, is he going to go out there and show out?
He might. Man, but it is the Packers on the road. Talk about Jared Goff, a little nervous here. I might just go DJ Moore.
Yeah, I like DJ Moore a lot. He also has good games against the Vikings, just like Aaron Jones does against the Bears. So J-Mo is really close here. I like J-Mo as well.
Yep.
Terry, again, somehow third out of this group. You guess who's back? Also, the Terminator. Welcome back. Matthew Lewis, J-Mo, or Wilson?
Ooh, man. Might be irrationally high on Garrett Wilson this week. I'm going to go Garrett Wilson.
Well, this one, I'll go J-Mo, not because of the bag boost, but because I have some concerns with Garrett Wilson. Like I said, I think it's more about Fields just not having that chemistry quite yet with Garrett Wilson. I know he'll get targeted, but, we'll see if all the targets are on target. I'll give the edge to J-Mo here. Monty or Tracy at running back? Doesn't say.
I'm definitely going Monty here. Tracy, I mean, they're down their only good offensive lineman in New York. Yeah, he might catch some dump offs, but give me Monty.
Yeah. Go Monty. Juan Pablo Guerrero again. Sorry, Golden or Pearsall.
Yeah, it might be too low on Golden this week. I'm getting so many Golden questions. I'm going to go Pearsall this week.
Yeah, still like Pearsall as well. Cody, what's up? All right. Garrett Wilson over BTJ, Terry, Pearsall, or Pollard. Not over BTJ.
No, not over BTJ, but I'd start him over those other guys, but not over BTJ. No, BTJ is a must. My biggest regret this week, although BTJ hasn't played yet, is that I didn't put BTJ on the booms instead of AJ Brown. BTJ is in a smash spot today. I think BTJ is going to go off. I don't know why I didn't put him on the booms. Should have put him on the booms over AJ Brown.
Well, hindsight's always 20/20. That's all right. You say that now, we don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, you got to start BTJ, but yeah, Wilson, you can put over those other guys. All right, Julio, glad you're here. I wore the Dan Marino shirt. I know it's your favorite. It's my lucky game day shirt. I don't really believe in superstition, but here it is. Good morning. After the Pickens bust, T-Mac over Pearsall. Yeah.
Yep, I'm going T-Mac.
Going T-Mac. I mean, especially need more upside. He's got it. Ooh, Terminator. Flexing Cup and Pearsall sitting Hall.
I mean, look, I can't say Breece Hall isn't without his risk, but I would still start Hall over Cup personally.
Yeah, just not loving Cup. It's one of those guys. Wasn't crazy about all draft season. Neither of us were. I don't know. I'd rather not start Cup. AJ Sherman. Igbuka, Golden, Ridley, or Travion?
It's between the two rookie. There's three rookies here. It's between the two rookie wide receivers. I prefer Igbuka to Golden this week. I'm going to go Igbuka.
Yep. Already expressed concerns about those other guys, so let's go Igbuka. I think he'll be adequately involved. All right, let's go to Josh Nelson. Start CMC or Jerome Ford? Is this?
I mean, even if they told me CMC was out, I might still start CMC.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, just start CMC. All right. Speaking of, I know it's not quite time yet. I don't suppose we've had any breaking news, any revelations here about CMC being 1,000% healthy.
No, and the problem is they play in the late slate, so we're not going to get the actives, inactives till later for that game. We'll get the actives, inactives for these early games in about 9 minutes here.
So generally speaking, though, if the question here is like, hey, do I wait on CMC or do I go with running back X who plays, early in an hour and a half? Just wait. Just wait for CMC. You know what? What would you do? Would you agree with this? If this is your actual alternative, like I have to start Jerome Ford. If they say right now CMC's out, I'm going Jerome Ford. I would drop Jerome Ford and pick up Isaac Orendo if he's out there, or Brian Robinson. Hopefully he's not out there. I mean, he is, but I would rather do that.
Yeah.
All right. And then we have Small Z, Ford, Brees, or RJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Brees here. Again, they all feel risky, but Brees is a vet. Brees will catch passes. I'm going Brees.
Yeah, going Brees. And then Phil the Vibe, flexing McLaurin, Tracy Sutton, or Golden.
I'm going to go Sutton here. I feel good about Sutton. Again, we don't know about L'Jarius Sneed just yet. We'll learn in about 7 minutes here. Or do they play in that? They might play. Denver usually plays in the afternoon too, huh? Yeah, they play the later slate, so we won't know for a few hours. But I'm still going to go Sutton here.
Yeah, because even if he plays, he's not 100%, and
right.
Even so, it's not he's not Pat Surtain. He's good, but I don't think it's a blanket situation either. Sutton it is, and then Orlando, Goncalves, Odunze or Cup.
I'm going Odunze.
Easily Odunze. Just said not wanting to start Cup if possible. All right, what about WL Clutch? McMillan or Adams?
I'm going McMillan. Keep talking him up, but also a little nervous for Adams this week. First game in this Stafford, with Stafford against this tough Houston secondary. Just give me Ted against the Jags.
Yes. Going with the upside of McMillan. Young Money saying that Chris Rodriguez is inactive. Is that true?
What?
Can't be right.
I mean, they haven't even done actives and inactives yet.
What? That can't be right. All right, we're gonna look into this. I think he's willing this, trying to will this to happen. Acampado Namarquis Vacaringa. Welcome back. Caleb Fields or Stafford?
I'll just take a chance on Caleb here.
Yeah. Stafford is way too risky here. I mean, I don't know, honestly, if there's a week where you're going to put Stafford over either of those two anyways. If this is a 12-team league, if it's not super flex or 2 QB, you don't need Stafford. Just drop him. Like, you don't need 3 quarterbacks. Some weeks it might be Fields. This week it's not Fields because of that Steelers defense. I'll go Caleb. All right. And then, you'll answer this. Lindsay wants to know, is it time to panic about Pickens? I mean, no. But
no. Pretty sure I'm going to put Pickens on the buy low.
Right.
Like he literally got Quinion Mitchell shadow treatment, which we did not expect. We knew he'd get some Quinion Mitchell, but usually Quinion Mitchell just stays to one side. But in this game, they decided we're going to shadow Pickens and then we're going to shade all the other coverage towards CeeDee Lamb. The problem is it's like quantity over quality. Like our cornerback 2 and 3s are terrible, but hopefully if we have enough of them, we can shut down one of the best wide receivers in the game, which they didn't. Thankfully for them, he couldn't catch at the end of the game. He somehow forgot how to catch a football at the end of the game, or they probably would have lost. I mean, honestly, they probably would have lost that game if CD makes any of those catches, because now we're talking like they're deep into territory there. I'm going to put Pickens as a buy low. And I did just see this from Adam Schefter. Christian McCaffrey is good to go today versus the Seahawks.
All right. Good to go. Definitely start CMC. All right. Chris Rodriguez thing, I don't know about. We'll have to verify that.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything official. I mean, yeah. They haven't done actives and inactives, so we'll see.
Another one from Acampado de Marquis. 12-teamer Walker, CMC, Pollard. Well, now you definitely know you can start CMC. I think Walker's the number 2, assuming you need to. Unfortunately, started Worthy. At receiver, we got London, Marv Egbuka.
All right, so what's the question here?
I don't know how many you need. Well, let's just say London's the number 1. Marv, if you have to choose between Harrison and Egbuka,
I might go Egbuka. I mean, I'm starting Walker, CMC. Obviously, you're starting London. I'd probably go Egbuka over Marvin Harrison right now. I'm pretty nervous about Kyler Murray in this passing game now.
Yeah, exactly. All right, then Scrubland Podcast got the membership. Would you go Tracy over Zay in the flex?
Zay Flowers? No, I'm going Zay Flowers.
No. Will Scatterbo kill Tracy's upside?
Not yet. I think he will eventually. I still believe in Scatterbo, but not yet. I think what's going to kill Tracy's upside this week is the fact that he's on the Giants and they don't have Andrew Thomas.
Yeah.
That's what's going to kill his upside this week.
It's not well, it might be his own teammate that kills his upside, but not the running back. It's the offensive line. You say you're worrying about Zay versus Buffalo secondary. That Buffalo secondary was pretty bad throughout the whole end of last year. They give up a ton of points, so I wouldn't be worried at all.
Yeah, I'm not.
This is Zay. Ruben with another one. Ruben Carrion. Back to Monty Fields' question on the wire. Darnold, Flacco, Caleb Williams. Okay.
I would probably just go Caleb Williams, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, the first two, I mean, I know I talked Flacco up a bit, but no. I would go Caleb Williams. I would just straight up drop Kyler Murray and pick up Caleb Williams and roll with him the rest of the season, or pick Fields sometimes. Why not? Abamanu. one of Mason Noel, Pop Douglas.
Oh man, what? How is this a choice in week 1?
Week 1.
Give me. I'll take Mason and hope he scores.
Too early for Noel. Too early.
Yeah.
Douglas. Yeah, let's go for some upside. What about Kincaid or Chig?
I'm going Kincaid. I'd rather see what Kincaid can do this week.
Yeah, I like Chig. Season long, it's Denver on the road. First start for Cam Ward, so let's go Kincaid. And then Young or Flacco. I love the choices.
Bryce Young. I'm gonna go Bryce Young here.
I don't think you could go either way. Flacco, I think, is more like that swing for the fences pick. Young is definitely safer. All right, Ryan Dix. Do I drop Murray for Lawrence? I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely want to play Trevor Lawrence over Kyler Murray. I don't want to just put Kyler Murray on the waiver wire, though. But I mean, if you don't have another option, like if it's like if I have to drop somebody good on my bench, okay, fine.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this. I'm pretty out on Kyler Murray. So for week 1, why not go for upside? I mean, you can just play the streaming quarterback game. It's fine. And then sit Harrison for JMO. I'm okay with that too. All right. Jordy in half. Harvey, Ramondre, or Mason?
You know, here I might just take a chance on Harvey. I don't feel great about any of these guys. I mean, Stevenson maybe against the Raiders, but maybe not. I mean, Stevenson might be the safest play here. Harvey, you know, the Broncos, that offensive line. Not scared of the Titans' run defense. Might go Harvey in this case, just because I don't necessarily love anybody this week out of this group. Wow. Okay, it's true. Young Money has some kind of inside source. Chris Rodriguez is a healthy scratch today.
What? Healthy scratch. So this is it. It's the Bill show already. Is that what that must be what's going on?
It's the Bill show, apparently.
Wow.
Young Money has some kind of source over there at Washington.
Well, he's a Commander fan. I wonder how he. Well, I know how he feels. He's not a fan of Chris Rodriguez. Apparently, the coaching staff is not either. Wow. This is it. The Bill takeover. It's official. All right. So, Jordy, if you can go pick up Bill Cross-Camara, go do it and start him.
Yes. Yeah, I doubt he's still out there, but.
Anyways, otherwise, for this, like, I love Harvey, but I think it's too soon. I would go Mason here. Myresh, Deodar. Here are the flex choices. Ridley, Etienne, Braylon Allen, Kincaid, or Thornton.
You know, I don't love Ridley this week, but I got to start him over all these guys.
Yeah, with these choices, you just go Ridley.
Look, Tillman on the waiver wire.
Well, here we go. Tillman or Leggett. But who to drop?
I would drop Thornton for Tillman.
Yeah.
And flex him.
Well, you're asking flex Kincaid. Is he just a backup tight end? You know what? I like Leggett enough. If you have a good starting tight end, which I assume you do, I would pick up both those guys and drop Kincaid and Thornton.
That's true. I agree. And look, Darnell Mooney also out.
All right. That one's not a surprise. Darnell Mooney out. Fire up Kyle Pitts. It's Kyle. Here we go. Season 5. What is it? Season 5 this time, finally. Only took a few years. The Pitts, it's happening. Pitts breakout. Myrish, go ahead and pick up both those guys. Drop Kincaid, Thornton, and let's fire up Tillman at the flex. Alex Bellevue, May or Tua?
Oh, man. This one's razor thin for me.
Yeah.
I mean, May's got a great matchup against the Raiders, but Tua's got a great matchup against the Colts. I think I'm leaning Tua here.
I think in week one, again, we don't expect a high-scoring game there. Patriots, Raiders, and the rain, maybe that's another factor. Let's just go Tua. Could put up a big game here. Captain Caveman. Stroud or Bryce Young?
I'll go Bryce Young here against the Jags.
Yeah, like Bryce Young quite a bit. J. Rule. Ridley, Waddle, Garrett Wilson needs 2. Does Ridley sit?
Yeah, Ridley's going to sit for me. I like Waddle and Wilson this week.
Ridley sits. Waddle and Wilson it is. Alex Snodgrass. In standard, T-Mac or Sutton?
Oh, man. Sutton definitely your safer play, but man, I like T-Mac this week. Oh, man. Can I really put T-Mac in over Sutton?
I think so.
All right, let's do it. T-Mac over Sutton.
All in. What could go wrong, right? Just like we're all in on George Pickens.
A lot could go wrong.
You need a big play. You need touchdowns in standard. Let's go T-Mac. Jose Feliciano, PPR start 2. Well, 2 receivers, 2 running backs, 2 flex is what this looks like. So Neighbors, McLaurin, Myers, Flowers, Tillman, Thielen, Henry Jones, Monty.
All right, I'm going to go Neighbors, Flowers is my top 2 wide receivers. Henry, Monty is my top 2 running backs, I think. Man, I mean, I know I'm down on Terry, but can I really bench Terry for like Aaron Jones or
for Aaron Jones this week? I could do that. Yeah. I think the tough call here is at the flex. Monty's, I don't know. It's okay. Look, Neighbors is a must. Henry's a must. Like, there's no question. After that, it gets a little fuzzy. I think Flowers is fine against this Buffalo. I'm not scared of Buffalo secondary. It could be a big scoring game. I think I would put Flowers in there somewhere.
Yeah, I got Flowers as my wide receiver too. Maybe Jones over Monty. And then flex Terry and Myers. Like, I just, like, can I really, like, I know I'm down on Terry this week, but can I really, like, flex Tillman over him? Can I really flex, Monty or Aaron Jones over Terry McLaurin? Like it's getting a little too cute. But I'm fine with Neighbors, Flowers, Henry Jones, Terry, Myers as my flexes.
That sounds good. Let's do it. Unless you, it looks like nobody really has played for you. You haven't had any busts yet or anything. You don't need that home run play. Go Terry over Tillman. Shout out to. This is okay. Well, it says standard, then it says PPR. So I guess you mean just like a typical PPR league. Tet, Ridley, Myers, Bijan, Chase, Chuba, start 4, flex 1. So 2, and 1 flex. I think you have to start all those running backs.
Yeah, you got to start those 3 running backs, and then I go Tet and Myers.
Yeah, wide receiver. So sit Ridley. Got good choices there. Next is Penn Hollow Studio Labs. All right. I know I saw some chats here. Let me see if I can find your super chat. Your question, I should say. Here we go. Swift or JMO at the flex in full PPR already has the squad.
In full PPR, I'm going to go Jameson Williams. I like Swift, but Jameson better.
Yeah, I agree. In full PPR, JMO, and then Tua Fields or Penix.
All 3 don't ask why. Okay. I'll go Tua.
All right. got to be a reason why. Okay. A lot of weeks you'll be Fields, but not this week. Let's go Tua as well. I think Penix should be solid, but this week Tua's got the better matchup. Let me make sure we're a little more than halfway. We still got over an hour left until kickoff. Reminder, a couple of reminders. First of all, we're doing as many questions as possible. The super chat feature is there for a reason. A lot of people have put their super chats in, so we're gonna do those first in order, and then we'll also do some regular chats. But I think if you scroll and you look at all the comments, not physically possible for us to answer every question. So we're trying. We'll do our best. If you want to guarantee you get your question answered, that's what super chat's for. And don't forget, after the game start, use Draft Lane because got that start sit question feature, the waiver wire, ask a question, whatever you want. So you can do those. And still, for a limited time, you put code ENDGAME in the little promo code section, you get $10 free credit. So it's definitely worth doing. All right, but let's do some more of these. You know what? Let's do it since I'm already taking a mini break here. Ready for a lightning round?
Let's do it. Ready.
Spearsy. Already with the waiver wire questions. Kirk, I guess it's a stash. Keenan, Tillman, or Tesla?
Well, we haven't seen Tillman play yet.
Right.
So it's easy as we see it right now. It's like, oh, Keenan. But what if Tillman goes out there and has a monster game? Then it might be Tillman. So right now Keenan, but it might change to Tillman.
Yeah, if Tillman balls out, all right. I love to Tillman this draft season, but let's wait and see. All right, what about Brady the Ginger 222? Ridley or Diggs?
Diggs.
How about Me Blue Lobster? Pretty sure it looks like it. Ingram or Strange?
I remember Blue Lobster from last year. Ingram.
It's not like a rock lobster, though. This week I'll go Ingram. Yeah, I do like Strange, but how about this general question? Are people sleeping on Josh Palmer?
Could be. We'll see.
I don't think so. I mean, we know what he is. He'll have some moments, but I just finished saying the Buffalo offense, they're going to spread the ball around a little bit. He'll be a good best ball pick. Put it that way. Michael Abbott, Myers or Sutton?
I think I go Sutton here. I like Sutton this week, and with the potential weather concerns there for the Raiders Patriots, I'll go Sutton.
Go Sutton there. Not quite sure if this is a real question, but I think it might be. So I think we need to answer this. Gin and juice. Would you go Ollie Gordon over Brock Bowers?
No.
How is Brock Bowers not your tight end?
Right, Brock Bowers is your flex? No.
Kareem Brown, Pollard, or Debo?
I do kind of like Debo, but I think I go Pollard here. He should be the workhorse in that offense.
Yeah. All right. And then got a new / old membership. Flirtsy is back. Thank you, Flirtsy. Getting that membership. As soon as I see a question from you, we'll put it up. And I just found it. All right. UK in the house.
Nice.
That's right. DJ Moore, Jerry Jeudy. Ooh, I like them both.
Yeah, because Jeudy going against the Bengals, DJ Moore. I think I might actually go Jeudy over DJ Moore. Just more upside, I think.
Yeah, both should have big games. Come on. All in. Flacco for the win this week. Let's go. Tito. 2 times. Hall, Olave, Eckler, or Debo?
Well, Eckler's certainly more interesting now. It's just him and Bill. But I don't think I can flex these guys over Breece Hall. I'll still take a chance on Breece this week. I don't feel like any of these guys are going to have big games, so I'll just take a chance on Breece here.
All right, and I just saw later on said it is PPR. I mean, yeah, that kind of matters, but I still don't think Eckler has enough upside. I mean, if they're doing this, I honestly think it's Bill. Like it's just going to be all Bill. This was their plan. Debo, I'm not crazy about. Olave, well, I'm not crazy. Honestly, not crazy about any of these guys. Let's go Brees. Old man Jones. Need to flex in a receiver. Mason Ridley and Odunze. Who sits?
Well, in this case, it's PPR. I'll sit Mason. I mean, Mason, if Mason doesn't score, what's really the upside here for Mason in PPR? He's not going to catch passes. He really needs a touchdown. I'll still go Ridley and Odunze, so Mason will sit for me in PPR.
Odunze's the one I feel best about here. Yeah, it's full PPR. Mason's fine. I think I would probably lean Ridley at the flex, but it's close. All right. Phil, tough problem here. Tracy or Swift at RB2?
Swift. Yeah, I'm going Swift.
Yeah. Don't love Tracy this week. 410 Braxton. Need that fancy in-game shirt. Oh, well, all right. Let's talk about where you can get that real quick. Bear Clothing. If you look up Bear Clothing, I believe it's bearclothing.org. I don't know if we have time to pull it up, but just go to Bear Clothing and then you'll search fancy endgame. Go there. Young Money. There you go. Got the inside info.
You got some insider commander info for sure, man. That was a great call. How do you like Chris Rodriguez inactive?
Let's see, he's dialed in. We always listen to Young Money. All right. Juice. Tillman or Swift?
In PPR, I'm going to go Tillman here. I mean, Swift is probably your safer bet because we know he's going to get the touches. Actually, hold on. Maybe I'm just getting irrationally high on Tillman here.
I don't think it's too irrational.
Yeah, we said that about Pickens on Thursday.
Well, we know Tillman isn't going to get shadowed. Like, pretty sure. And even if they did, like, who would even?
They don't have a shadow corner. Yeah, they don't have a shadow.
They don't have anybody worth shadowing. It's risky. It is risky. Swift is your safer bet. You want the upside of Tillman.
Yeah.
Swift is probably the smarter play. Like if you're down bad, go Tillman. How about that? All right. So hooks, interesting. Where's the Roadrunner level? Well, you can't see it. It's over here. I'm gonna put the Dolphins hat here. Okay, there it is. They didn't win, but they still deserve some love because it was a good game. What was it? 43-36, I think. It was a good game. Unfortunately, they lost. But yes, birds up still. Dropping Najee for Rodriguez. Well, I think we can say safely now you don't need to do that.
Yeah, don't do that now.
I did not foresee the healthy scratch from Chris Rodriguez. Doesn't mean he's dead in the water all season. Guys get hurt. I'm just saying. All right, Adam. How we feel about Travis Hunter, Terry, and DJ Moore this week? Hunter gets defensive points. But how much is he going to play?
Yeah, but how much defense is he going to play? I would probably rank these guys though: DJ Moore, Hunter, Terry.
Yeah, that's the thing is, good for fantasy, you think, but you get the defensive points. But how much is he playing? And remember, he's a corner, not a safety. He's not going to rack up a ton of tackles. He needs a big play, right? Interception. I don't know how your league works. Every IDP thing is different. I wouldn't count on those defensive points, in other words. So DJ Moore's got to be first here. I don't know if you're asking for a ranking, but probably be reverse order. Reese Todd, Diggs or Zay?
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers. It is. J Love. Cook or Pollard? It's our first Cook question. You guys feel pretty good about Cook.
Yeah, I'm still going Cook here.
Then we got Soul 315. Igbuka, Kamara, or Swift? Just one.
I think we got to go Kamara here still. He should catch a ton of passes. He should get all the work in this backfield. I think this week it's Kamara.
Yeah, Kamara and Swift is pretty close. Like them both, but for now, he's healthy. He should be very involved. Kamara gets the edge over Swift. Both these running backs do get involved a lot as receivers. At least they should. So give them the edge over Ibuka. What about Cerulean Dog? What is up? Looks like a new avatar. It was like a custom CD. Very nice.
Nice.
DK or Hunter?
I think here I will go Hunter. Better matchup. Just not loving DK this week.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm trying to think. DK, I'm worried about, he's getting sauce and he's got Aaron Rodgers. I'll try Hunter out. What is up, Johnny Donuts? Always a good morning.
What's up?
Go for a donut right about now. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, so let's see. Tyler Warren or Tucker Kraft?
I don't even know if Warren does bring the higher ceiling. I think Warren might bring the higher floor.
Right.
Because Warren might get like 5 or 6 catches, but he might only get like 40 yards or something. How many touchdowns are Danny Dimes going to throw for? I'm going to take Kraft here.
Yeah, I'm going to take Kraft as well. We don't know exactly how involved Warren will be. Exactly. He, unfortunately, throughout the season, might wind up being just more of a floor play. He'll get a few catches, but what's the upside? Well, we shall see. It doesn't hurt also with Kraft. Like I said, Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks, both banged up. Kraft is a good play. And then, not an old name, but looks like Joe. We're going to see Joe Scarecrows back hopefully throughout the season. And this is standard. If you're talking non-PPR, Judy or Pollard, that makes it tough.
Yeah, but I think in non-PPR, I go Pollard. I've talked about the huge difference between running backs and wide receivers. Like, Judy pretty much has to score a touchdown. I mean, he could, but he has to. Because even if he goes out there and has like 8 catches for 100 yards, that's 10 points in non-PPR. That's a big game. Talking about a 100-yard receiving game. You don't do that every week. So I go Pollard in non-PPR.
Yeah. Hate to say it, even if Judy has a big game, you're still looking for touchdown upside there. And Judy absolutely could. It's not guaranteed. So I think you got to go Pollard if it's non-PPR. Hooks, Etienne or Tillman. Now this is PPR. I think easily Tillman.
Here I can go Tillman because I just don't have high expectations for Etienne this week.
Right. Yeah. I really am not flexing Etienne probably anywhere. Let's do it. Sorry. Kicker question. Morale boxing. This is really just to see if we can tell. Like this, let's quiz time. What team do these kickers actually play for? McPherson, Reinhardt, Loop. We know that one. Matt Gay or Younghoe Koo.
Yeah, we know Loop because I went to know him, but last night Baltimore. I think McPherson is Bengals. I have no idea who Reinhardt is. Gay. No idea. Koo, is he still Falcons?
Still Falcons.
All right. So I got 3. I think I got 3 of them. Did I get McPherson right? Bengals?
I'm pretty sure. I think Gay is Colts still.
Colts?
He's been with a couple teams. I think he's Colts. I want to say Reinhardt is like Will Reinhardt. If I had to guess, I'm going to go Vikings. Tell me if I'm right there. Could be wrong. All right. So now you just got to pick one.
I don't know. The Bengals kicker. But then it's like, wait, but don't they score touchdowns all the time? So he just gets like extra points. This is like that. Who wants to put this much thought into a kicker? This is ridiculous. Loop with the Ravens, I guess. It's supposed to be good, right? This guy's supposed to be good.
That's a great answer. That's perfect. Yes. You know what? Honestly, you think of this, if you really want to put thought into kicker questions, you want an offense that's good, but not too good, because you want them to get in the red zone, but not actually score. Baltimore sometimes. The Colts might be that team, but I don't know. They still have Daniel Jones. I think Koo might be a good one. Let's go Koo or Loop. All right, Mark Evans. What's up, Mark? Rain in Boston, true. So Ridley, Ramondre, or Myers? We're sticking with Myers here in half PPR.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with Myers.
Yeah, Myers should be fine. Ramondre, I mean, what's the upside that he's getting you? I don't think it's enough. And of course, we're worried about Ridley. All right. Ernesto wants to know Fields or Flacco. Could you do it?
I don't think I could do it, but if you want to do it, I wouldn't blame you.
The matchup is tough enough. I'll do it. I mean, you know, I'm not going to back down now. Let's go Flacco. Flacco for the win, week 1. This is how this goes, right? Week 1. This is how it goes.
I mean, you know, week 1 is weird. Like, it's always weird. Week 1 is always random, right? We got, like, I was looking at it like last year. The top scoring wide receivers in week 1 were Jaden Reed, Cooper Kupp, and Allen Lazard. Like, for real. No, I'm serious.
Of course, Allen Lazard.
Like, week 1 is always weird.
I forgot. And then, of course, after that, Allen Lazard was like, hey, Aaron Rodgers, Allen Lazard. He's going to be a league winner.
People blew a lot of fab on Allen Lazard for no reason.
Yes, they did. All right. Now, this one, I'm not sure how you have this dilemma. Kamara or what, Kyron Williams?
I have no reason to bench Kyron Williams this week. I'm just rolling with Kyron.
You can't flex Kamara? Yeah. All right. Well, let's go Kyron. Let's see. Cali Kid, what's up? Purdy or Stroud?
Purdy.
Yeah, go Purdy here. Needs a flex and a wide receiver in full. Moore, Chubb, Etienne, Jennings, Aaron Jones, Kupp, Myers, Ford, Tillman. We need one receiver and just one more.
All right, Moore is going to be the wide receiver. I think I'm still flexing Jacoby. It's full PPR. I'm flexing Jacoby.
I think this is where, as much as I like Tillman, I can say, nah, Myers or Aaron Jones is tempting. I'm tempted by Aaron Jones. I'm not that worried. I'm not sweating the rain there. You know, for a guy like Myers, do I think Aaron Jones has a bigger game is the question. But it's full PPR, so I think you could go either one. Yeah, I like Myers. Let's go Myers. Okay. Let's go down to okay. This is Luxury Couture. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Figured that one out. Luxury Couture. Sounds fancy. 12-man full PPR. Ibuka or Garrett Wilson?
I might be irrationally high in Garrett Wilson this week, although I do also like Ibuka. I'm going Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love Wilson, but I would still go with the clear number 1 receiver for a team that doesn't really have a number 2 receiver over the clear number 2 receiver for a team that definitely has one. So let's go Garrett Wilson here. Target share usually is a pretty good tiebreaker. All right, now Ethan Struby, both PPR. Are you asking about going Ayo Manor over Ridley in that matchup?
Well, no, I can't do that. Like the theory here is like Surtain shuts down Ridley, so Ayo Manor gets all the catches. I think this might be galaxy braining. I'm still just going to go Ridley.
Yeah, we're kind of hesitant to go in on guys like Golden and Hunter this week. They're rookies week 1. I like him a lot. I like Ayo Manor, but too soon. Like, it's too soon. So no, wouldn't do that. Should I start Tua over Fields? Yeah.
Yep. I would go Tua over Fields.
And then with the news, Eckler over Brees. It feels like too much.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Again, if Rodriguez is out, I don't think this all of a sudden means Eckler's getting 20 touches. It means Bill's getting 20 touches.
He might.
Honestly, I mean, how many, if you had to just make a call right now. Just total touches, right? Bill, Eckler. What is your call for each one? Who do you think gets more? Is it more Eckler and they just kind of mix him in, or is this just the takeover? Honestly, it could be.
My gut is 50-50.
It's reasonable. I mean, Eckler is healthy, but I wouldn't start Eckler over Brees. No.
No.
Harvey, Henderson, Dobbins.
Ah, man. I mean, I probably go Dobbins here, and the whole time I'm just praying Henderson doesn't rip off like a 70-yard touchdown and make me regret it.
True. No, Ramondre's still going to be involved. I've been saying I'll go Dobbins over Harvey week 1. That takeover is not going to happen yet. So let's go Dobbins there. All right. Good questions, though. Those are all actually really good questions. Cerulean Dog is up with another one. Very similar players here, but needs a receiver and a flex. Wow. Okay. Henderson, Harvey, Wilson, Igbuka, Odunze, Jennings. Just one receiver open.
I'm going Wilson and Odunze.
Yeah, I think with the questions with those running backs and their involvement, you can kind of scratch them off. Jennings, I'm not taking that risk. Wilson, Odunze it is. Okay, so Flirtsy. Just saw the Kyler news. Get Jordan Love. I don't think having McBride is like a factor here. So would you go Love over Murray?
I would just play Jordan Love over Kyler this week for sure.
I mean, I already said I'd go deeper than that. I'd go Flacco over Murray. I'd go a couple of players on the waiver wire over Murray. Yeah, I think Love is fine. What about here? Let's do a quick. Let's do some more non-super chats as we catch up here. We're not too far behind. Kate Brown, how about Love Lind? Your boy, Jonnu.
Just give me Loveland. I'm not starting Jonnu. Loveland.
Are you like 2,000% out on Jonnu?
Maybe not that high. Maybe like 1,900%.
Is it just this week because you're worried about the Jets defense, or is this a pretty permanent thing?
Pretty permanently. It's the Steelers. Arthur Smith will play games. It's Aaron Rodgers. No, thank you.
Yeah, I will say if you happen to have both of those guys, there might be a tight end on waivers you could put over Jonnu. I might like better, but between these two, yeah, go Loveland. All right, what about Sam Henry, Garrett Wilson, or Ricky Pearsall?
I'm going Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, go Garrett Wilson here. Let's see. Antonio, I think this is the same Antonio Betancourt. You're here yesterday. Waddle or JMO because of the new contract?
I don't think it's because of the new contract. I mean, I do like Waddle too, but I think I'm going to give Jameson the slight edge here. Not just because of the contract, though.
Yeah, would have given Jimbo the edge anyways. All right. This one, Chico 410, Ford or Pearsall?
The Pearsall disrespect here. Go Pearsall.
Definitely Pearsall. Okay. I want to know your thoughts on this. I know your thoughts on this, but I want to know. Kevin Massa. Are you going Bill over Kamara?
No. Let's not get crazy here. Let's not get crazy. If Bill outscores him, okay, we can push our chips all in next week.
Yeah. If that happens, here we go. Yeah, all this. It would just be aggravating because all the people who were like drafting him in like the 5th round, the 6th round, they'd be like, see, I told you. Which might be right. Who knows?
Yep.
But this feels like, do you remember when Kareem Hunt was a rookie and we're like, oh, Kareem Hunt, this guy is going to take over. And sure enough, he did. He wound up being a monster. It's like, could be that.
Could be.
All right. How about the one-man army from 1775? How's it going? Says it's standard. Higgins, Terry, Igbuka, Hunter, or Harvey?
I think even in standard, you got to go Higgins. I still don't think I could put RJ Harvey over these wide receivers in standard because
Yeah.
Like, are they going to trust him near the goal line already? So unless he scores from like a decent amount out, and I don't think. I mean, Terry could still score a touchdown. I think I got to go Terry next, and then I probably go with Buka. I probably go the first three: Higgins, Terry, Buka.
Yeah, exactly. We, talk all the time. Standard, you prefer running back. Just don't see Harvey getting enough touches in this matchup. So I think he's last here. You got to start Higgins. Yeah, it's the first three. Just worried about Hunter's involvement here. So there we go. And then, all right, how about this? This is a fair question. Young Money wants to know. Rank Bill, Monty, and Henderson. I'm assuming you mean just for this week.
If you mean for just this week, I mean, I can definitely put Bill above Henderson this week. Can I put him above Monty yet?
Right. I mean, if you're thinking it's 50-50 with Eckler, Monty's already kind of 50-50 with Gibbs.
And look, McNichols is active, and I'm not saying McNichols is going to get a ton of touches. It's not like it's just JCM and Eckler.
It's true, though. I mean, that's a legit point. Like, they're acting like, well, he's the only running back that exists there. They will use, just like last year, sometimes they mixed in McNichols on passing downs. He's the veteran, right? We can't just assume that Bill's getting 20 touches just because Rodriguez isn't playing.
So I think I still got to put Monty ahead of him. I mean, like, people act like because Ben Johnson's gone, this guy's not going to touch the football anymore. Like, Ben Johnson just loved David Montgomery. Dan Campbell hates him. No, Dan Campbell loves David Montgomery. He's going to touch the football as much as he always does. So I think I still got to put Monty over Bill, but I'll put Bill over Henderson this week.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And you know what? To some extent, getting Debo, we know what Debo does. He'll take some carries out of the backfield. He'll get those screen passes. He substitutes as basically a running back on several plays. Not a lot, but enough to be a factor. I mean, you can't just ignore that either. So, all right, let's move on to Faisal Al-Tahabi. So with the risk of Kyler, yeah, I would go with any of those guys over him. Who do you like the best? Maylaw, Young?
T-Law is my favorite here.
T-Law. Still putting May last of this group. I mean, over Kyler, but I like Bryce. T-Law, it's close. I'm fine with T-Law. 95. We are absolutely ready for some football. We got about an hour left, almost an hour left, and it's finally happening. All right. Half PPR. Needs 2 running backs in the flex. Brees, Hubbard, Warren, Eckler, Ridley, Tillman. And then a defense question.
Well, I definitely go Cardinals over Ravens. 2 running backs in a flex. Gotta play Chuba. I definitely start Brees over Warren or Eckler. And I think I will just flex Tillman here. Even a half PPR. He could score a touchdown. So Brees, Chuba, Tillman, Cardinals defense.
There you go. We're in lockstep. And this is, we just answered this question, but for somebody else, but 95, Kyler or T-Law, it's T-Law.
T-Law.
Okay, then we got an old/new member, another one from Adventure. Appreciate that. So here's the question. Myers, Ridley, or Pollard for the flex. Worried about the weather, right? But I think we're worried more about Surtain on Ridley.
Exactly. It's still a good matchup here. No Christian Gonzalez. I'm still going Jacoby. And again, the report, like here's the latest report from the weather guy that I trust. He's saying from pouring pregame to just some off and on lighter rain. So, assuming the field isn't completely soaked by the start of the game, it should be fine.
Yeah, don't let it push you off your existing decision. Pollard's fine. I think Pollard's going to be solid this week, but Myers more upside in PPR, assuming this is PPR. All right, so we love our returning viewers, but also love the new ones. So Pack 84, first time on the channel. All right, well, glad you made it.
Thinking about subscribing. What are you thinking about? Hit that button. Get us to 100K this year, guys. Come on, it's got to be the year we get to 100K. Let's go.
It's been thinking, like if we nail this pick, it's like, all right, fine. You get this one right. Okay, Pierce Hall or JMO.
That's fair. I'll go Jameson.
Go Jameson too. I like Pearsall, but Jameson got the higher upside. So let's go JMO, and then we rooting extra hard for JMO so we get one more subscription. All right. Jake the Snake, not new. Welcome back. Flowers or golden?
Flowers.
Yeah, Flowers it is. I think that should be one of the higher scoring games. I want to say, if I remember, I think it was the highest line, right? As far as over under, maybe the or the second. I don't remember what game would have been higher, but I think it was the highest. Should be a shootout. Well, okay, this is fair. Mr. Valentine wants to know if it's 50-50, Bill or Eckler.
I'll still take Bill. I just feel like the upside is higher for him over Eckler. If I have to choose, I'm going Bill.
Right. Again, never disrespect to Austin Eckler, but who's got more juice? It's going to be the rookie. Eckler more of a floor play. All right, what about this? Cody. Almost missed Cody's question. Would you start Tillman, Leggett, or Bill over Terry?
I mean, I know I'm down on Terry, but I can't do this, right? I think this is getting too cute. I mean, look, could any of these guys outscore Terry? Of course. I mean, we just saw AJ Brown drop 1 point. Like you know what I mean? But are you going to be like, oh, I should have started Tillman over AJ Brown? Like, come on, nobody is going to start Tillman over AJ Brown in their right mind. I think this is getting too cute. I'm still going Terry here.
I mean, every week you could say this about somebody. I should have, of course, if you would have known. The only one I would consider might be Tillman, but yeah, my team, I'm not doing that. Exactly. I don't think Terry's getting 0. It's not right. So, I trust you. Anything Money says. He says that Matt Gay, the kicker, is in Buffalo now. Is that right? Oh, Bass is on IR. I didn't know that.
All right.
Okay. That doesn't change my answer. Mark or my apathy towards kickers. Mark Alvon. Paul Henderson Warren.
Again, I can't be. I cannot be this low on Breece Hall this week. I'm going Breece Hall.
Yeah, Warren is just. I think I don't know if this is disrespectful. I want to say like Jaylen Warren is like kind of like Austin Eckler. I think Austin Eckler is like a light version of Jaylen Warren, right? Kind of similar guys.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Too soon for Henderson. Let's go Hall. Ricardo Andrade. In standard, but it says full PPR. Okay. 10-man league. Lamar, Genty, Hubbard, Nico. Now we need a receiver, a flex, and a tight end between Wilson, Adams, Olave, Pearsall, Tracy, Warren, Ingram, or Chig.
All right. Wilson's going to be my wide receiver. Ingram's going to be my tight end. Oh, man. I know I said I'm down on Adams this week, but I'm down on Olave as well and Tracy, and I don't love Warren, and Pearsall's just okay. I think here I will actually flex Adams.
Yeah, let's see. Working backwards, I think tight end, you got to go Ingram. One receiver, one flex. I'll go Wilson. Adams, Pearsall, Adams. I would go Wilson, Pearsall. All right. How about Omar Rios? Puka, Jason, or Debo? We need 2.
Wow. I mean, Puka's a must start. JSN's like a borderline must start. Debo's fine. I'm not starting him over these 2, though.
Nah, there's no way Debo clears the hurdle. I don't know if there's going to be a week where Debo is starting over those guys, regardless of situation, unless it's a bye week. Rusty Shackelford is back. What's up, Rusty? Flex in half. DK, Travion, Igbuka, or Pearsall.
I'm going to go. Oh, I know. I'm like, I want to take it easy with the rookies in week 1, and I keep saying like Igbuka and Tet. But man, Igbuka, I mean, against the Falcons with no other, I mean, who else? It's Evans and Igbuka, right? That's like basically it. I'm going to go Ibuka here, even over DK.
Well, yeah, that's funny. DK is not really even my top two here. For me, it's between Ibuka and Pearsall. I think I'm gonna lean Pearsall in half. Let's see now. Here's the lineup. What do you think? Judy London, CMC Walker, played Devonta Smith. That's fine. I see Kyler in there. That's the only thing I would change. We already said though, right? Love over Kyler.
Yeah, Love over Kyler.
We got DJ Moore.
DJ Moore on the bench. But you got Judy, I guess. So it's close between Judy, but I think we said Judy's got more upside this week. Yeah, looks good. Just Love over Kyler.
I think, I'm still starting Judy. DJ Moore is a little safer than Judy, but Judy could have a big game. So Ryan Leal, what's up? Needs 2 running backs and 2 receivers. Got Brown, Walker, Travion, Adams, Pearsall, Tillman, Nico at the very end there.
Why has Nico got a question mark? Or is he just the last one? Like Nico at the very end, like, I'm not sure about that Nico guy. I don't know. Yeah, Chase Brown, Walker, running back. Nico. Man. Because I have Adams, Pearsall, Tillman, all his flexes. Ah, jeez.
These guys are all tough. I'm worried now that I'm getting too high on Pearsall, but I've been saying Pearsall. I think that's probably just what I got to stick with at this point.
I mean, it's fine. Pearsall's fine. Like they're all very close here. I could make cases for and against all these guys. I guess just go Pearsall. It's fine. I mean, I say that, but it might not be fine at the end of the day. But as we see here right now, it's fine.
You never know. Fill the vibe. Evans, good. Who's the 2 in the flex? McMillan, Judy, Adams. Guess what? Pearsall.
First 2. I'm taking the first two.
See, this makes it easier. We can just say neither Adams or Pearsall. It's McMillan and Judy. All right. There we go. Thank you for that. Let's see. All right, Tyler, you got me. Let's see if this is true. I don't know if I believe you. We'll tip $1 million or something like that. I'm not counting the zeros without the commas. Ridley, Hunter, and Shakir start 1.
Hunter.
I know it's not Shakir. Let's go Hunter. All right. We got to get it. We have to agree on this. We don't agree on everything, but we have to agree on this one because if we don't, then how do we know who gets what, right?
Wait. That's right. If we pick different players and we get one of them right, would you tip us 500? How many? I don't know how many. Half that?
Good question.
Game theory here, right? Like, okay, increase our odds.
Like the prisoner's dilemma. You pick this one and I pick the other. No. Yes. All right, let's just say Hunter and hope you get it right. And we're holding you to that. This is, it's on YouTube. It's public forever. Just like those people who tweet, I will give whatever to whoever. Like, okay. Dead internet theory. Started Worthy. Brees or Pollard?
Well, this is where I might actually bench Brees. I might go Pollard here. Pollard should get all the touches in that backfield. He'll catch passes. It's not a great matchup for Brees against the Steelers. I'll go Pollard over Brees.
Yeah, I like Pollard over Brees this week. Just a tough matchup for the Jets. And then Harrison or Hunter. Would have gone Harrison.
No,
now
just give me Hunter. I don't want to deal with Harrison this week. Just give me Hunter.
Yeah, things done changed. I can't feel great about Kyler Murray. And also has Tillman, though. Go Tillman over Hunter.
Nah, I mean, I like Tillman, but I don't think I could put him over Hunter.
Yeah, that one's close. I might go Tillman over Hunter, but I think since we just bet $1 million, wait, we didn't bet. We're getting $1 million when Hunter goes off, so we'll go Hunter now. We're not risking anything. It's a tip. You said tip. The Rico guy, what's up?
What's up?
Rate this team. It's 12-man PPR. Mahomes, Henry, Henderson, Nico, T-Mac, McBride, Adams, Addison, Mixon, Ayuk, Lawrence, C-Rod, of course, Rico and Shaheed. You got a lot of stashes there. A lot of guys who are not playing for several weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Could definitely use some running back depth here. I mean, Mixon out for at least 4 weeks. Chris Rodriguez a healthy scratch. Rico's Rico. I mean, Addison out for 3 weeks. Ayuk out for who knows how long. Man. I'm going to say 7.75.
Yeah, well, let me just say this. Your starting lineup is good. Don't go too crazy in week 1. You're going to have a lot of potential room for waiver wire pickups because hopefully you can stash Ayuk on IR, mix in for who knows how long. You can drop probably Trevor Lawrence if you're not starting him, and then you might be able to drop Chris Rodriguez. So don't go crazy and spend all your fab in week 1, but you want to stack that bench a little bit. I'll go. Although I do like you're going to get Addison and Ayuk back. I'll go 8. Let's go an 8. All right, James Jones. That's right. Week 1, almost here. We got about 45 minutes till kickoff. So we're going to keep doing your questions as much as possible. Still catching up on super chats, but don't worry. We won't keep you waiting too long. Laporta or Andrews?
Man, this one's really close, but Laporta against the Packers, Andrews against the Bills. That game should be high scoring. Andrews always has touchdown upside. I'm going to go Andrews this week.
Yeah, I like Andrews in that game. Should be high scoring. Not scared too much of the Buffalo defense. And then the other, Buka, Jennings, Olave, or Harvey in the flex.
I like Jennings, but I'll probably go Igbuka this week. I might be too high on Igbuka. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Igbuka here. I think it's too soon for Jennings. Definitely too soon for Harvey. So Igbuka it is. How about this? Oh, this is true. Rico guy. Oh, by the way, also have Javonte, who I put in the starting lineup last minute. Must be nice.
Nice. Well done. Well done.
Who did you? Okay, I guess you put him over Henderson. I mean, that was a good call.
Yeah,
that's a good call. Well, you know what? Let's bump it up. Now you get an 8.25 because you got Javonte. This is interesting. Whistle Dog. Heard on a different channel that is not being named that Harold Fannin is a must-start tight end this week.
I did see a lot of Harold Fannin hype, but I'm not like he's going to just supplant Njoku as a tight end 1 or something.
Too soon.
Yeah. No, I would not start him over Pitts.
Look, we try to sort of take a measured approach to not going all in on guys who've never played in the NFL before they've played and, see what they actually do for it. Like maybe Harold Fannin winds up being a guy in this offense that does something, but Njoku is a must start. Like David Njoku is definitely a must start this week. I'm not sure about Fannin. So no, don't start him over Pitts. All right, good news. Didn't even wait. Pack subscribed. There you go.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Didn't wait for the results. All right, we have Gabriel Sosa dropped the chat. Let me see if I can find your question. Oh, here. It's
right
here.
I got
another one. Thank you. So AJB let him down. DJ Moore or Waddle, and then flex the other, or flex Breece Hall, Aaron Jones, or Pittman.
Assuming PPR, I just go DJ Moore and Waddle. I mean, Aaron Jones is interesting because it's Chicago, and he always is great against Chicago. But I like DJ Moore and Waddle enough. I think I'm just flexing them.
I definitely like DJ Moore the best here. Waddle is, he should have a big game. I feel like we said that all last year, though, and it didn't happen that much. So between Waddle and Aaron Jones, if this is full PPR, I still think you should go Waddle. But Aaron Jones is pretty close here. All right, Alyssa, Dolphin Cloud, got the membership again. Thank you. Igbuka or Harvey? in standard.
Yeah, I mean, I usually go running back in standard, but I mean, it's Harvey. Got Dobbins there. I think I'm still going to go with Buka even in standard.
Yeah, again, my concern, it keeps saying that Harvey doesn't get enough touches to be relevant. It gets mostly Dobbins. Harvey mixes in. Go for some upside. The upside lies with Ibuka. Dylan McNamara wants to know McMillan or Garrett Wilson in full PPR.
Man. Two guys I really like this week. Jeez. I think I'll go Tet.
Yeah, I'm fine with Ted. More upside here. Let's go. Week 1. All in on the rookie. Speaking of Killer Grumpy, Bill or Tank?
I mean, I think you got to go Bill now. I mean, Tank's still going to be in some kind of committee there.
Right.
I think I would go Bill.
This was easily Tank for me up until about an hour ago. So let's go Bill and see what happens. This is where we're at week 1. And then fantasy football is paying. It's an interesting one in a guillotine league. Now it's become more popular. Are you worried about the Cardinals' defense because of Kyler? Because the Saints could sneak a win.
I mean, even if the Saints sneak a win, you're just getting defensive points, right? You're not getting win-loss points, are you?
Yeah, because you said guillotine league, I assume you mean regular fantasy league where teams get cut, and this is a defensive question. If you're talking about a pick'em, that would be different. I still don't feel like the Saints are going to, but still, if it's a DST question, yeah, that doesn't change your confidence in Rattler.
Right. I still like the Cardinals.
All right, I think it's fine. Let's see, Mr. Bleach. All right. Start Debo, Eckler, or Odunze. Saludos.
Odunze here. I like Odunze this week.
Yeah, Odunze should be involved pretty heavily, like Odunze as well. Okay. Justice Reborn wants to stash Tesla. Fine. Drop Torrey Horton or Woody Marks.
I think you can drop Woody Marks. I mean, you could probably drop Torrey Horton too. Honestly,
I would have said Horton because he's a receiver as opposed to running back. I mean, what if?
Yeah, I mean, after this week, you might be dropping Isaac Tesla too. Come on, they got Amon-Ra St. Brown. They just gave Jamison Williams a bag. They got Sam Laporta. Like, what's the path for Tesla?
Right. I would say I would keep Marks just in case Nick Chubb literally falls apart in the middle of the game. Like what is it? The Black Knight from the Holy Grail, Monty Python. Just
could be.
Like
Could be.
He's a running back with some upside, so drop Horton. Let's get to. Well, let me see. I think we already did that one. I think you posted it twice. Basic money. Harrison or Myers?
Just give me Myers. I don't feel like dealing with Kyler and his sickness. And it sounds like the rain has already stopped in New England there, so give me Myers.
Yep. This, again, is switched. I kind of liked Harrison this week, and now I kind of don't. Rob, Jacoby Diggs, Jameson, or Pearsall? Looks like we're only picking one.
I think it's got to be Jameson. I mean, I like all these guys this week, Rob. But if I have to put one in my lineup, I think it's going to be Jameson. I mean, obviously, you have to put one in your lineup. So
the good news is you seem to be pretty deep at receiver if these are all flex options. The bad news is you're going to have to decide who to flex every week. It's not going to be fun. Not the weather, forget it. Diggs, though, recovering from injury, was questionable. All right, let's just squash that. I still do like Pearsall, but I got JMO higher as well. I like Jacoby too, though. So this could go a lot of different ways. Believe it or not, another Pearsall question. Stuart Meacham in half. Pearsall Igbuka.
I think I'm going Igbuka. I've said yes to Igbuka a lot today, man.
I think here I'm giving the edge to Pearsall. Again, I hope I'm not too high on him this week and all season. I still believe he's going to be the guy there. Mostly the guy. Jennings is still there. I know, but man, I wonder if a lot of this comes down to exactly how many touches do they give CMC. I mean, is he good or not? We'll never know. We will never know actual truthful information from San Francisco, will we?
No. Nope. We'll know after the game.
Great. All right. Alyssa's got another one. We had this before. T-Law or Bryce Young? Dak did not.
No, I'm starting to come around on T-Law. I don't know why. Give me T-Law here. No, well, Dak didn't go nuclear, but we didn't have Dak on the nuclear video. So thanks.
Huh?
I said no, Dak did not go nuclear, but we didn't have him on the nuclear video, so it's okay.
No, we didn't think he would. Yeah, this game I think could be high scoring. The interesting thing with Bryce Young is he has the rushing element that T-Law doesn't, and he ran in several touchdowns toward the end of the season. That gives him some upside, but T-Law is just straight up going to pass it more. And Chuba Hubbard is better running back than the committee that Jacksonville's got. So this could go either way, but I think T-Law is probably your higher floor player. Okay. I don't know what that is. Let's go to Terry Cole. Reese or Jaylen Warren?
Yeah, Jaylen Warren is fine, but I'm still putting Brees over Jaylen Warren this week.
We need upside, right? We want upside. We need upside. Let's go Brees Hall. Jaylen Warren is always going to be, to me, Jaylen Warren is always going to be a guy like my starting running backs on bye or injured. I'll just put Jaylen Warren in there. It's just always kind of what he is. All right, Don Mack. Golden over JMO if Reed or Wicks are out. What if they're both out? Does that push Golden over?
I'm still going Jameson. Again, the Lions have good corners. They have good secondary. Golden's making his first NFL start. Could Golden outscore Jameson? Of course. I mean, we've already seen Quentin Johnston, Keenan Allen, even Jahan Dotson outscored AJ Brown. Like, it's week one. Week one is the most random, craziest week of the NFL season for sure. But Jameson's a good player and a good offense. Give me Jameson.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Jameson. A lot of upside here in this matchup. I mean, like, honestly, does Dontavian Wicks being out really move the needle that much?
No, there's a ton of targets up for grabs. Even Jaden Reed. How many targets does Jaden Reed get a week? Like 3 or 4? Like, this guy's not even a target machine. Like,
right. And that's the problem. This kind of makes it's nice. You don't have to worry about guys like Jaden Reed. If you were in the first place. Yeah, a lot of mouths to feed, less mouths to feed. But guess who's going to get fed the most here? Josh Jacobs. It's going to be Josh Jacobs who gets fed. Yeah. That's just how this offense is more. All right, let's go to Kevin Castro. Flexing either Tracy or Shakir. I don't love either.
I guess Shakir here. He's the number one. He's playing. I am worried coming off a high ankle sprain that usually guys are limited. But again, the Giants down Andrew Thomas. They have arguably the worst offensive line in the NFL now. They're probably going to be losing. I mean, yes, Tracy will get dump offs, which is nice, but is he going to get enough dump offs to make it worth it? I think I'll go Shakir.
Well, he's not on the injury report, right? He's not a questionable tag or anything like that.
Right. But he's coming off a high ankle sprain, and we know, like, guys are usually not 100% right off this ankle sprain.
Right. No, he's not going to, I doubt he puts up big numbers here. And I've already said, they will spread the ball around. Yeah, just don't love, it's PPR. Don't love Tracy's upside this week. Just very limited. So think I would probably just, if Shakir's out there and he's good, I probably would just go Shakir. All right. Let's see. Try to get some questions we haven't got to yet. Actually, you know what I should do real quick, because feel like I've failed to do this already. It's been a couple hours. Quick reminder about Underdog, just because you still have time. Like before week 1 starts, got about a half hour, almost exactly a half hour until it starts. So if for some reason you haven't tried Underdog yet, remember, you can get your picks in for week 1 right now if you sign up for the first time, because you haven't tried Underdog yet. Now, some of you weren't here at the very beginning of the show. We partner with Underdog. We've been proud to partner with them for the last couple of seasons. Continues now. So if you're new and you haven't tried Underdog yet, you get a gimme pick. It's a freebie right there. Whatever it is they're giving you, it's higher than like 0.5 yards for a stud player. Take the gimme. But also, if you're signing up for the first time, you play $5 towards anything, you get $50 in bonus funds. That's right. Just play $5 no matter what happens. They add 50 to your account. And that's on top of what they already add, because when you sign up for the first time and you use code ENDGAME, you get up to $1,000 of bonus cash in your account. They will match half your deposit. So you get bonus cash for signing up, and then you play just $5. You get more bonus cash, a free pick, plus another free pick just for using our code, which is ENDGAME. So Underdog is the place to go for all your picks. Make sure you try it out now if you haven't yet. Just try it out. Guarantee you'll like it. A lot of ways to win. All right. Gotta make sure we did that. Also, don't forget about Draft Lane. That's where you can ask your questions if you got questions still heading into week 2, which I know you will. We're going to live stream basically every night. I think Friday night. Friday is the only day we don't go live, if I'm correct. So we're live every day, and make sure you got notifications on so you know when we go live. But Draft Lane you can use to ask your questions anytime. All right. Let's see where we're at here. Sure, Shakira. Shakira. Will Fuller. Doesn't look like the ex-NFL player.
No.
Keon Coleman or Rashid Shaheed in a 12-teamer this soon?
Oh, man. How did we get here already? I'll gamble on Coleman. At least he's got Josh Allen. These are both gambles.
Yeah. I kind of like Shaheed, in general, as a sleeper, a guy that you, hopefully not week 1, but you could put in a flex if you need to. But given the fact that Shakir may not be 100%, as we mentioned, it should be a high-scoring game, as we mentioned. Let's go Coleman here. I like this question. No context here. Okay, Vince, am I starting Kyler Murray?
Hopefully. I hope not.
Who are your other options? If you want to let us know who your other options are, we could help out. Like D-Rod here, torn between Murray or Trevor Lawrence.
I might start Tyler Murray over Kyler Murray this week. But I'll start Trevor Lawrence over both of them.
Tyler Murray is like the evil doppelganger of Kyler Murray.
Hey, as long as he gives me more fantasy points, I don't care.
Yeah. Tyler Murray is the version that scores exactly the same amount of points every week, and you know exactly what you're getting.
Yes.
Never gets sick.
It's like the Bizarro Kyler Murray.
Exactly. The Bizarro. It's the one, if this illness turns out that he's got like bags under his eyes, and we find out that like the new DLC for Call of Duty dropped, I'm done. Like, that's it. I'm just kidding. They say, who was it? One of his teammates was like, he doesn't play that many video games. Like, come on, I play way more. That's fine. Like,
I mean, I think people would probably be shocked to learn how much video games NFL players play. Like, I think a lot of NFL players, that's all they do in their off time is just play video games.
Hey, I get it. I got downtime. That's usually my go-to. Brother Pickle. Welcome, Brother Pickle. Moved Mooney to IR. All right. It's nice you can do that. Ray Davis, Dowdle, Kenny G, the smooth jazz, and Rashad White for the pickup stash.
I think it's got to be Ray Davis. most potential upside here.
Right. Like if your team name is Rico Guy, you pick up Rico to have the guy. But otherwise, let's go Ray Davis. Okay, Naeem Walker. Hi, welcome back, Naeem. Said already answered a question from before, but need to flex Pearsall, Golden, Harvey, or Pearsall. Well, McCaffrey is playing.
McCaffrey's playing, but I'm still going Pearsall out of this group. Pearsall's my pick.
Yeah, Pearsall's the pick here. Alan Wendling, what's up? Back at it today. Yeah, Adams over Pickens should be better, hopefully.
Should be. You don't know. We don't know yet, but should be. But you never know. But getting to watch an NFL game, that's definitely was a good choice. No regrets there.
It's awesome. It was a good game too. It was actually a good real life game. Bill wants to know if we're going to switch Sutton over Judy last second.
Yeah, I think I like Sutton more than Judy. It's close.
Yeah, I'm going Judy because I've already put all my chips in on the Joe Flacco going off this week. But look, I think Sutton's totally fine. If you want to, it's a little bit safer, you would say, to put Sutton in there. I just don't know if I feel like big game from Sutton. I like Sutton, but I think I'm going to go Judy instead. Joe Show, J-Mo or Debo?
Give me Jameson.
Yeah, definitely Jameson. What about John Mack? Old school Pats logo, which is clearly superior to the new one. Drake May, the Pat, or Purdy?
Purdy. No reason to fade Purdy today.
Yeah, Purdy's fine here. Got either an Oklahoma alum or a Cardinals fan. Garrett Green says that Kyler Murray is going off this year.
All right, maybe. We'll see.
We will see. Shane Barton, non-PPR. Are we going Henderson or BTJ?
I'm still going BTJ. I mean, BTJ's got plenty of upside even in non-PPR.
Gotta go BTJ. Yeah. I'm not sure if I see a scenario where you're not playing BTJ even in non-PPR. Maybe Henderson is that guy. We'll see. QB is Williams. Would you stream Darnold, Fields, Tua, or Stafford from waivers?
No, I think you're fine with Williams.
It's a 10-teamer. I mean, look, some weeks you go Fields, not this week. And Tua, maybe Tua if you're worried about Williams. I could see that. But I would go Williams. All right, and then back to K-Benz, 28. I know you're high on Ted.
Yeah, this is too much. This is too much. Mike Evans just smashed this week. This is too much.
There's no way I'm not starting Mike Evans this week. Like, zero chance. You got to go Mike Evans. Your flex, Mike Evans is like a flex option here. The heck?
Jeez. It's pretty nice.
Man. Okay. But more. Apparently we got some Kyler Murray fans. Someone saying two rushing touchdowns today. Well, we'll see. We will see. Edwine. T-Law or Stroud?
T-Law.
Adam. Devontae, J-Mo, Igbuka, Hubbard, flex 2.
I'm going to go Chuba and Jameson.
Yeah, exactly. Still like J-Mo this week overall. No problem. And then Chuba and then PPR. All right, what about the Terminator? I got a question now. Oops. Pick up Tillman and drop Ertz if you have Njoku.
Yes, definitely. No one's picking up Ertz. Well, they probably can't pick up Ertz now because it's game time.
Yeah, I mean, Njoku, again, must start this week. I mean, if you have Njoku, do you really need Ertz? Probably not. Okay, let's see. This is I don't know. I don't know if this is a tough one. Cassius. Oh, sorry. That's the one I
That
already.
one's not tough. You're welcome. That one's easy.
So I was not trying to do that. It scrolled up on me. Cassius Gaskin, Golden or Ford?
Nah, I mean, I know I've said no to Golden a lot, but I'm not starting Jerome Ford over Matthew Golden. Just give me Matthew Golden.
Yeah, it's full PPR. Again, you want to go upside. Golden's got more upside. A lot of people have Ford. I understand having Ford. Oh, here's another Ford question. But, I mean, how great can you feel about him even against Cincinnati, right? Okay, so how about this? Angel Zaragoza, Ford or Mason?
Now, this one's actually close because Ford does get the Bengals. Ford is a pass catcher. It's not like Ford is game script dependent. Mason touchdown. I mean, this could go either way. Like if Mason doesn't score, Ford probably outscores him. If Mason scores a touchdown, maybe Mason outscores him. I think I'll go Ford just for the matchup.
Yeah, I agree here because Ford is the starter and Samson's the backup. Remember, Samson's first game. Probably we see more Ford this week than we do maybe the rest of the season, although they probably won't be able to run the ball a ton. I know they're going to try to run the ball a ton early. But Ford is going to be involved as a pass catcher. Mason is probably not. So in this case, let's go Ford. Let's do Shea Patrice, who won the championship. Taking our advice, let's definitely do it again. It's new season. So in full PPR, Flowers or Diggs?
I'm going Flowers.
Yeah, I think Flowers in that offense, again, should be a high-scoring game. Don't know if Raiders-Patriots going to be high-scoring. Let's go Flowers. All right. Justin. All right, thank you, Justin. Dropped the super chat. I'm trying to figure out what he's saying in the question here. All right, I guess it must be this question. That comment must be something else. Okay. RJ Harvey or Garrett Wilson in the flex?
I'm definitely going Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. Yeah. Don't say if it's PPR or not, but even if it's non, still go Wilson. Harvey's just probably not going to be very involved. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, as far as we know, Ty G is Tyreek Hill playing. Worth playing. He is playing.
Yeah.
He's worth playing.
I mean, he's not my favorite this week, but he's certainly ahead of a lot of people.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if you happen to have a stacked team, like, that last team where like, oh, my flex is Mike Evans or Garrett Wilson. Like, oh, you know what? I would go Mike Evans over Tyreek Hill, but he is worth playing. Let's see. Again, one of those guys really going to be looking pretty hard at exactly how involved he is. Which, by the way, we got maybe like 10 minutes left. Should we check any last second updates here? Any breaking news? Because we did have one or two game time decisions. Anything crazy going on here? I don't think so.
Nope, nothing's been up there. I've been checking Twitter and everything. Nothing major.
All right. Just keep in mind, Bill Krosky Merritt apparently is the one guy here. Chris Rodriguez Jr. for no reason, healthy inactive. So let's see. Let's see exactly what happens in Washington. All right, we got time for a few more. Let's see what else we got here. Try to do some questions, guys. We have not had questions about.
I'm sure it's possible. All the questions are like
possible.
Ridley Myers or Dunze Pearsall. Ridley Myers or Dunze Pearsall.
Well, it's funny you say that. How about this? Curveball. Midwest. Ridley Myers or Dunze or Mims?
Odunze.
I thought you would go Mims. No. It's a
Mims? No.
Not Mims. Mims is playing. He had a groin issue earlier, but apparently he's fine. He's not on an injury report, but
you know Mims going to end up like the wide receiver 1 in week 1. Actually, who's going to be like, Hunter Renfrow is going to be like a top 15 wide receiver this week or something.
Yes.
Like that.
Romeo Dobbs, Hunter Renfrow, MVS randomly because he's on some team. I don't even know what team he's on. Okay. All right. Now I feel like we have to do this. although I don't know if this is a great thing. Abirama Chilara, skip church just for the stream.
Yeah, right. I don't know about that, but okay.
Henderson or DJ Moore, but we appreciate it.
DJ Moore. DJ Moore.
Appreciate the loyalty. DJ Moore here. It's full PPR. Also, Harvey or Swift?
Swift.
Yeah, definitely go Swift between those two. All right, let's see where else we at. You wanna do a defense question? It's just a generic question too. It's not even a choice.
Oh.
Streamers on defense. Still the Cardinals, right?
Yeah, I mean, Cardinals would be my number one streamer as far as like defenses that aren't probably widely rostered, although they've become pretty widely rostered. Who else might be good? I know a lot of people on the Bengals, but I don't know about that one. I don't mind the 49ers this week. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know defenses that are out there pretty widely. I don't mind the Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins against Danny Dimes, definitely a good one. Yeah, as far as, again, thinking about defenses that probably aren't, or like the Broncos are definitely going to be rostered. Well, it should be almost everywhere. Maybe the Texans aren't too bad, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. How about Harmon? Whoops. Didn't skip. Well done.
Good.
James Cook or DeAndre Swift?
I mean, still got to go James Cook. I have no reason to bench James Cook. Like, what's the reason to bench James Cook here? I know it's the Ravens D, but I feel like the Ravens D is good, but I don't feel like they're like, stay away from the Ravens defense.
They had, especially early last season, they had plenty of games where they give up a ton of points. This should be a high-scoring game. I know Swift. I like Swift. I wouldn't be shocked if Swift outscores Cook, but I think it got to start Cook here. Yeah, there's no reason not to start Cook, like you said. What about? Oh, hold on. We'll do the super chat first. Thank you, Daquan. What's up? Diggs, Myers, Waddler, Tracy.
The baby picture. Diggs, Myers, Waddle. I'm still going. Ooh, man, I like Waddle too, though. Maybe just because of the slight weather concerns, maybe I'll go Waddle over Jacoby. That one's close. Jacoby and Waddle, very close for me.
Yeah, definitely, again, assuming PPR of any sort, not Tracy. I think we can wait a week on Diggs. Myers, Waddle is tough here, right? I might lean Myers, but it's one of those two. Waddle probably has a higher ceiling. It's riskier. Okay, let's do Poom. I know he's here a lot. Poom, Kraitong. Really? B-Rob or Harvey?
I mean, you got to go Harvey. CMC's playing.
You really shouldn't start B-Rob yet. I don't love Harvey this week, but like him better than B-Rob. Okay, how about we're going to have to kind of lightning round it soon. We got about 5 minutes before we get off here because games are going to start. Alexis Jaramillo, Jennings or Olave?
I'm going Jennings. Give me Jennings.
No faith whatsoever in Spencer Rattler. Very sad. Yeah, I think Jennings is fine. Antoine. All right, here we go, Antoine. Bench one. Harrison, Aaron Jones, or Jalen Waddle?
Oh, man.
Benching Harrison for these guys. That's tough.
I mean, I can definitely bench him for Waddle. Can I bench him for Aaron Jones, though? I don't know. In PPR, I think I'm benching Aaron Jones here. I know Kyler's sick, but it's still the Saints. It's Aaron Jones. Maybe I'll regret this. I'm going to bench Aaron Jones here.
This is really tough. Honestly, this is a really tough one. I like Aaron Jones. I kind of like Aaron Jones the best here almost, but it is PPR, and I know Waddle probably has a high ceiling. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could bench Harrison for these guys. All right, let's go with the receivers. That's fine. That's a really tough one, though. All right. Let's see. I think there was another one I saw. Oh, wait. I know. Found one. I guarantee we have not talked about either of these players. You ready for this?
Yes.
Double
Maybe.
flex sauce. I do believe that Ray McLeod or Trey Benson. Remember, Mooney's out.
Mooney's out, and the Bucks give up a lot to the slot. I might take Ray.
I think you should take Ray because what is Trey Benson's involvement going to be in this game? Not that much. Let's go. Ray McLeod. Here you go. Romeo Dobbs, Ray McLeod, Hunter Renfrow, somehow MVS. Yeah.
Gabe Davis off the practice squad somehow. Off the practice squad.
Yes, that's week 1 for you. All right, we got one from Blasted. Thank you. Terry McLaurin, Rick Pearsall, Jacoby Myers. We need 2. Who sits? Could you possibly sit Terry here?
That's the thing. It's like, oh my gosh. I don't like, it wouldn't surprise me if Terry's the lowest scorer out of this group, but could I really sit Terry McLaurin for Pearsall or Jacoby Myers? I think I'm gonna go Jacoby and Terry.
We think he's going to be the guy who has the worst game. Yeah, I think we could this week. Probably won't be ever again. I think this week I could do it. I'd go Pearsall and Myers. I like those 2 guys. Let's see. Ooh, all right, Joe. Pollard Eckler.
Still going Brees here. This is getting, I think, a little too cute.
Yeah, not going to put Eckler just because Rodriguez is out. What about? Oh, I already did that one earlier. Can't get right. It says can't get right. May or Stafford?
May.
Yeah, go May. Ty Harding. Myers or Swift?
Assuming PPR, I'll go Myers. If it's half or non, I might go Swift. If it's non, I'm definitely going Swift. Half, I might go Swift.
This one's tough. I like them both. I do like Swift, but at PPR, I tend to go with a receiver like Myers. JL, this depends. Again, Higgins with Kirk out.
I don't think this really does anything for Higgins. I think it bumps up Noel. I think he'll be the one that plays out of the slot. So, no, I'm not starting Higgins. No.
I mean, you don't know who your other options are. Hopefully you have somebody a little better. But no, don't go crazy for Higgins this week. All right. Rashawn Khalifa. Pollard or Henderson?
I'm going Pollard. He should get all the touches there.
Yeah, like Pollard, definitely going to get more touches. This is a new one. Marcus Banks. Josh Allen or Baker?
I mean, I have no reason to ever sit Josh Allen. It's Josh Allen.
Yeah, honestly, if it's Josh Allen or it doesn't matter who the or is, you don't ever start Josh Allen. If you have Baker Mayfield on your bench, I'm not sure how deep this league is, but you could probably trade him. Try to make a trade for a guy who needs a quarterback after week 1. Let's see. You got time for like 2 more because we got like 2 more minutes. Okay. Well, I think we just did this, but thank you for the super chat. Ty Harding, Myers or Swift?
Yeah, PPR Myers, half or non-Swift.
There you go. All right, Ty. If it's full PPR, go Myers. And then, yes. Hype. Thank you, Garrett Green. Hyped. Let me go back to football is here. Full day of football is finally here. That's what we've been looking forward to. And so trying to find it. I saw your comment earlier. I think it's a better way to close out. There you go. Good luck to everyone. So what we want, somehow, some way, all get a win in all your leagues today. It's not going to happen. But hopefully you at least come close. Remember, it's a long season, guys. Don't go crazy. It's just week 1. We're going to be here as soon as the action is over. In fact, before the action's even over, you're going to get a panic video. We're going to tell you who you should and shouldn't be worried about and how much. Waiver wire video, who to pick up, because there's going to be some names that pop up that you did not expect. We've already had a couple. And then, of course, next week starts it everything you need. So keep it locked here. We're going to be here all season long. Appreciate everybody for being here on the stream. And don't forget, you can also ask your questions on Draft Lane. Use the Start Sit feature or the waiver wire or the trade feature, all of that. You still have a little bit of time. Use promo code ENDGAME, get you $10 of free credit. So you can use that. And don't forget on the way out, if you didn't, give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe. It helps us out, and you'll know exactly when our next video drops, which will be very soon. All right, well, here we go. It's time for a full day of football. Good luck, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.